They're like, yeah, no, solo play isn't a thing anymore.
And we are live.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Lies and
guys.
slander.
We're live on the right channel, at least. We got this far. Let's see how far we can go without, being muted. Press X to doubt.
I give it 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Being generous
Realize
today.
There's so much temptation to just be that person now.
Oh, God. You always are that person, though. Let's be honest.
No.
We just can't see your lips moving this time.
Oh my god, there's a pirate on the channel.
I also forgot to do that. You forgot to do my own picture. Hi, guys. So yes, I'm sure if for those of you who have been keeping up with the channel, the last couple weeks, a lot of us have been sick. Some of us still are sick, but we're just going to mush on, see what we can do. That's why some of us are cameraless. We don't want you to look at face of death. But yeah, we're here. Also, just a heads up, don't be scared. You may hear Gillatam's voice. However, she is going to be playing the NPC that is known as Mel. As unfortunately, because of us being sick and everything, she is no longer able to be part of this while she's on maternity leave, at least. So we're gonna try to wrap up and give her character a wonderful send off. But in the meantime, at least for this episode, we're gonna have Gillatam kind of just play her for any potential battles and whatnot, at least. But otherwise, I'll be playing her until we can get her off. So yes, baby vacation indeed.
I don't know if I'd call it a vacation, but yes.
I mean,
It's a lot of work.
you take a lot more naps, that's for sure. Just wake
That's
up more
fair.
frequently from them.
But your overnight sleeping isn't actually sleeping, it's just more series of naps.
Yeah. So yeah, that is what is going on right now. So we wish Kiara the very best, and of course her character is always welcome back. But yes, the plan is roughly about an episode or two, depending on what happens. Will be when Mel does her exit. There's probably gonna be a lot of word fumbling. I apologize. That's just where I am right now. Also, thank you, Ezrin. So yes. Let us go ahead and set the mood as we are going to just dive on in. Also hoping I select the right song. It's been a bit since I've tested these. I probably should have. Close enough. That works. Unless I hear some birds chirping, then I'm going to have to move on to something else. Actually, you know what?
Just make sure not to get the wrong wind noise.
Yeah, right? Oh god, it's terrible. Let me test something real quick. Y'all are gonna be my guinea pigs right now.
Cave birds. Yes, cave birds.
Cave birds, exactly. Cave bird. I mean, cave birds are a thing.
That like
So,
a bat?
I was gonna say they're called bats.
No. There's something else. It's not the word.
I mean,
I
we've proven we can deal with birds in this game, so it's not a problem.
We really have.
We also learned that the DM deals with birds really well too, apparently. Fox. Stop picking bird characters.
No, make me. If you kill them, I'll just make more.
Yeah, that's true. I'll come back even stronger. Oh, nope, dead. But yes, so where we last left off, the group is deep underground, technically under the ocean of a frozen world, where they are on a mission to find a piece of technology, some radiation technology actually, that is on par with some of the technology being used by Vera's nemesis, as we're going to call him, that will actually help negate or at least weaken the armor. You guys were able to come across a few interesting beings as you were in these caves, which look very similar to like mining caves. with strange creatures. You do see some ruins of the fallen city, or planet really, as the planet exploded and fell to several different other planets nearby, pieces of ruin and technology and whatnot. And as you guys were venturing deeper into the, well, planet's core, I guess you would call it, you came across a very strange being that turned out to be a human, a scientist actually, that was Siva's character, that was a known scientist for the expedition, that seemed to be collecting samples herself on her own, which of course was very dangerous, but she managed, and has decided that safety in numbers is always a good plan, and will be traveling with you guys as you try to figure out where the rest of this technology could be laying in wait. However, as you guys were sort of interrogating Riley, Vera just flat out threatening, both Jamar and Mel hacked into her datapad and learned that she had collected samples from several different quadrants in this underground area, and there seemed to be a small spike in radiation in a particular area. And you guys have decided to make your way over there, thinking that might be the best place to start continuing your search deeper within. As you got deeper, you did get a little lost. So at that point, you decided it was time to just camp for the night. At least what you presume is night. Thank God your Omni tools still have a watch. As you guys set up the special cube and pass out for the night. So we will... I think we finished our watches. Pretty sure.
I think so, yeah.
I think so too. As, yeah, we will start the next morning with you all waking up as, seem to be disturbed at all. Nothing seems to be knocking at your door to your knowledge, and everything seems to be all right, as it can be underground.
Breakfast is being cooked.
Are you making anything in particular today?
Seeing as how we have even more trudging along to do today, I think this is going to be a very like carb heavy breakfast. So get like pancakes and waffles in there. Maybe some raisin bread.
Ooh.
And then of course, you know, because it has to be with every meal, got to have the bacon.
Of course, of course. And of course, you know, mindful of everyone else who is on a special diet.
Of course, of course. Not going to make anybody, you know, eat something that's going to kill them.
Tell that to Vera. And I don't mean you feeding Vera, I mean Vera feeding Bailey.
That's why I'm the cook.
You're like, I'm gonna poison her with turkey. She's like, turkey. Damn it, why didn't it work? So yes, is there anything in particular you guys want to do before you, I am assuming, venturing further into the quadrant of which the radiation was coming from?
Just keeping a very close eye on our new companion.
Would I assume that there is still a weapon drawn on me then?
It's not so much that the weapon is drawn on you, and more that there's always a weapon in hand, and it is obvious there is multiple other weapons on standby.
Okay.
Where's the trust?
I mean,
Where is it?
Vera's doing better than she did with Mel.
That's very true.
It's
It's character
I'm
development.
learning.
improvement.
Okay. So as you guys kind of pack up the cube, as we did we determine Brockus is going to be the holder of the cube? Who do we say?
I
It was
think
like
so.
Sounds right.
Okay. Okay.
I will put that on my character sheet. The cube.
Okay. Because I think we were all confused as to who had it initially. We're like, you guys can go without it.
The Krogan, believe it or not, is the responsible one.
Words I never thought I'd hear in the same sentence.
Right?
Wow.
I'm like, this
That's-
concerns me.
That's some racism right there.
Tell me.
You are wrong.
Okay, fair.
Well,
Okay. As Zuna does look at you all, going. So we're good to continue on. We're going to the same goal this time, right? The same quadrant that we're all interested in.
Yes, the sooner we get what we're after and get out of here and go our separate ways, the better.
You planning on leaving?
No, I just mean with our new companion here, Brockus.
I'm staying here anyway. It's okay, Vera. I'm planning on staying here.
No,
anyway,
no,
so
no,
my work
not
is.
you. Sorry, you're fine. The new human.
Oh, who's to say they're gonna stay behind?
Well,
That'd be a-
why would they
Wouldn't that be
come
for them
with
to
us?
decide? Look, I'm always happy to have more nerds on the ship. That means if anything breaks, it gets fixed fast.
Oh, are you planning on
True.
taking? Are you planning on taking Riley with you?
No.
Riley wants to go.
I mean, I suppose yes, it's their decision, but I don't think we need whatever your specialty is. I mean, you work underground. We fly through space. Complete opposites. We don't really need a
What is your
cavern
specialty?
specialist.
Actually, I am a specialist in chromatography, particularly high performance anion exchange type chromatography. It's an older technique used on Earth, but it's very effective for being able to determine and quantitate the amounts of each substance or each material, each compound within a more complex substance, and do that even if it does not have a refractive capability, which is the normal way you would do chromatography.
And as you're saying this, you just see Brockus go cross-eyed. He's completely lost it.
Ever seen a lizard go cross-eyed? There you go.
I hate to tell you, Vera, that's the type of science neither Mel nor I do.
You see a Solarian go cross-eyed.
But also a type of science that we haven't really had any use for thus far. So, you know.
In
I don't know.
in all fairness, Lieutenant, is it Lieutenant Kyrian, right?
Correct.
Yes, head of security. Yes. In all fairness, ma'am, there is nothing to say that I will necessarily be going with you. I will have to see when I get to the surface where I am to be sent next by my superiors, and perhaps I may need to hitch a ride depending upon what other transport off-world is available. I do not live underground here normally, and most of my work actually is not underground. This happened to be where the soil samples were available on this particular planet, world.
Well, if you're looking for a transport off planet, we got one.
If your fees are reasonable, or your price is reasonable, I'm sure we can work something out.
We don't charge anything for that. We're not a what is it, a taxi?
Commercially licensed travel vessel?
Yeah, that. We're more of a warship.
Are you authorized to take non crew personnel then?
As
In that
I am
case?
as I am the captain of the ship, I can authorize whatever.
I see.
There's
And
also a
I
bounty
presumably
hunter, so
you-
he takes unauthorized people all the time, really. To be completely honest.
Yes,
Oh.
whether they want to or not.
Most of the
Okay,
time, they don't want to.
But you know, I really wouldn't want to make the lieutenant uncomfortable, so perhaps we can see how it all goes.
You'll be fine. You just got to get to know her.
Well, you could always confine me to my quarters, too.
A good idea. It's on the table. She suggested it.
She's afraid of humans.
I'm not afraid
Oh,
of humans. I'm not.
bite that hard.
No, they have flat teeth. It's kind of useless. No, I'm not afraid of humans. I just know what they're capable of.
Oh,
And we're that intimidating?
Well, I've seen all the various war crimes that your people committed on Shaanxi, so I do have my guard up, admittedly.
I see. Not to be confrontational, Lieutenant, but have you actually maybe done a little bit of introspection and looked at what your own people have done to other people or other races?
My people have defended the Citadel races as we were ordered to, by any means necessary.
I see.
Don't I know that?
But
to be fair, I mean, let's be honest, all races have had their ups and downs. That doesn't mean all the races should be condemned of what some few have done or certain wars and everything, right?
Agreed. Mel is wonderful.
I mean, the doctor hasn't really been in any wars.
Mel's gonna give like a little mock salute with her bacon.
I mean, do you know that for sure?
Fira, if you look at it, I've probably done more quote unquote war crimes in the past couple years than either of those two combined. Higher life.
Yeah, that's probably true, Brockus.
And you fly with me just fine. You trust me to go point with you.
Well, you've proved yourself a worthy companion and ally.
So would you be willing to give Riley the same chance?
I would be willing to stave off pulling the trigger, let's say, unless
I guess
given a
that sounds
reason to.
reassuring.
That's all we asked you to do with Mel, and now you two are friends.
I would like to think that I'm making a serious effort here. I mean, had this encounter happened 2 years ago, I would have pulled the trigger without a second thought.
Suppose, and forgive me if I'm overstepping here, that this would have nothing to do with the first contact war. I feel like that's where this is coming from.
Yes and yes.
Yes, no, I understand that. Yeah, it's just, but Riley's very nice and wasn't part of that at all. If that helps.
I am giving her the benefit of the doubt at the moment, as much as I possibly can.
Good. Okay.
I know I may seem a bit confrontational here, but it's just history has shown me that that's the appropriate reaction.
So if I may, Lieutenant, how did you come to trust Mel?
Well, she's saved my life several times at this point. That certainly helps.
Melody is pretty great. See that? She's very nice.
That is another part of it, for sure. She was very kind to me when I was not very kind to her.
Well, perhaps I will just have to follow Mel's example then and kill you with kindness, shall we say?
I'm sorry?
And
Chris
Rowley
is
kind
gone.
of smirks. It's a human expression.
A human expression, killing with kindness.
Mm-hmm. You can ruminate
So-
on that for a bit.
You admit to wanting to kill me, then?
Oh no. Well, yes and no. How about if you think of, say, I was going to kill you by smothering you, okay? So if we substitute the word smothering for killing, then in fact I am smothering you with kindness. I am completely enveloping you and surrounding you with kindness and nothing but good things.
I'm not sure I quite understand. You want to smother me to death, but be kind about it?
I think
No.
She's
No.
trying to explain it, and I have heard this expression before. Is the kindness is obviously not a literal term. I hope, but it's of it. They're so kind to you that it really causes you discomfort. That you feel awkward about it sometimes, depending on the person, to the point to where you just want to go away. I feel like kill is extreme. I don't know how to just define it, but I believe that's what the term means, is so kind to you that it just feels weird, if that's correct.
A reasonable term. It doesn't translate well, I think, is part of the problem. I think maybe you experienced that with Mel, where some things she'll say you take them literally and they're not meant to be taken literally. Has that ever happened?
Oh yes, several times.
Okay, well, same thing.
Daily.
That's true. Oh, I'm glad we cleared the air a little bit, right? She looks back and forth between Riley and Vera.
Oh,
Obviously a little nervous.
I'm perfectly fine.
I'm just confused, so I suppose that's something.
Well, that means you're thinking then. And perhaps that's a good thing. You know, I truly, Lieutenant, I would even offer to let you see my resume, my biography, my security files. But I think at this point in our relationship, you're going to say, well, they could be forged. So I'm not sure that would be helpful. But that is also on the table, as
I
you say.
mean, once we get to the surface, it's not like we can't pull this.
Exactly.
Yes, the offer to provide that information could actually be quite helpful, because I could cross-reference it with the information that I pull up once we reach the surface again.
There
That
you go.
would, if they match, that would go not all the way to establishing trust, but it would certainly be a step in that direction.
You see, Captain Brackus, I think we can work this out.
Sorry, no, just Brockus, not Captain.
Oh, okay. Yes. So some of you have titles, but not all of you.
Was never one for titles.
Oh, okay.
My title comes from my time in the Turian military.
I see. Mine comes from way too many years in a research lab, but I prefer not to use it.
We're getting along. We're getting to know each other. This is good, right? This is progress.
Kid, don't worry. There's nobody's gonna get shot.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can't
was
say that.
worried.
Nobody here is going to
Oh.
shoot somebody else here.
There's no guarantee. Is what you're
Well, there's
saying?
no guarantee that somebody else won't shoot at us.
Well,
Or
yes,
that we
of
won't
course.
shoot at someone else.
We tend to we tend to have that effect on people sometimes.
We do, don't we?
Well, I mean,
Oddly.
technically, there's no people down here, although those machines do make me organic life, hence those weird
Look,
bloater
with some-
zombie things.
with some of the things that we've seen down here already, I'm expecting to turn a corner and find a worm that's carrying a railgun.
Wait, is that a thing? Is that an actual thing?
I don't know.
It could be.
Tell if I'm more nervous or not right now. What? Well, hopefully we don't encounter anything like that, or a super mega zombie thing. It could also be really bad. Think about it. I'm just gonna finish my breakfast
I'm sorry.
and we should probably go.
One moment. Is a super mega zombie a really big zombie, or just a regular sized zombie that's really strong?
I think it's a zombie that can run.
Oh, I guess in my head I was thinking of like a huge, like bloated zombie, similar to what we saw, but they were short. But this one's just really tall, I guess. Bubbly. Bubbly.
So, like an overweight zombie.
Yes, that, yes.
I see.
Because you saw how those little ones exploded, and to have a big one explode would just be awful. Absolutely awful. Or a worm with a railgun. I'm just gonna finish eating and we should probably go. We have a lot of work to do still. Trying to find some stuff for you guys. Technology, it's the word. I'm gonna go. She was just gonna kind of speed eat. Doesn't know if she's more awkward or not. As you guys, without killing each other, are able to, fingers crossed, finish up your breakfast. And who's going to be leading the way this time? Last time it was Brockus. Brockus can still lead if he wants.
I think Brockus would still take point.
Okay.
And I think
Riley. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think Vera and Acelia are still at the very back of the group.
Okay.
I think Riley would go where she's told to go by Vera.
Anywhere between Vera and Brockus.
Mel will attempt to go in the middle-ish. You know how she does in caves. It's the outdoors.
Very true. But is it outdoors?
It is.
True.
Technically.
It's outdoors enough.
It's planet side.
There we go.
It's the inside of the outdoors.
Is she probably would be reasonably comfortable near the doctor, Brackus's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Xena, is it?
Zuna.
No, Zuna. Somewhere in there, I think, would probably be reasonable. Certainly not near the front.
Okay. Perfect. And I think I remember. I think Mel or Riley kind of helped Brockus a little bit with the quadrants, but I know Zuna would help at least. So Zuna would be kind of right behind her father, trying to help guide him using the map that you guys, quote unquote, found as where the quadrant was. Looking at you, Jamar.
I did nothing unethical.
Fair. So yeah, I will then need for you, Brockus, to make me a couple of little rolls.
Which ones?
Let's see here. Let's go ahead. Oh God, my dice. Oh, I knocked them over. Sorry. I need a couple of survival roll from you, please.
How many?
2.
2? All right. First one's going to be a 16.
Okay.
And the second one is going to be a 24.
Okay. Way better than last time. Okay. As, yeah, this time a lot happened the day before. You feel much more refreshed this time around as you guys are able to find your heading. You're able to stay focused, and with the help of Zuna and the map, you were able to make it to the quadrant of which the good doctor was able to find some residue of this radiation. And when you guys reach this area, you notice it's a large, almost circular cavern, similar to the one you were on when you first landed down here. However, you don't really see much of a lot of those ruins as you did before. There is still some in here, but there's nowhere near as much as there was before. You do see a couple of excavation sort of looking objects or machinery, a lot of piles of dirt and rock, maybe even some drills here, but it's a lot more open space and a lot of kind of dirt and rock pushed to the side. You do notice that there are several other paths that you could take. However, according to this map that Mel and Jamar acquired, this seems to be the spot that had the radiation to start with. Well, the good news, at least this is kind of big in here. It's the ceiling's not as high as where we were before, but at least we have some breathing room, right?
Yes.
As long as we're alone in here, that's fine.
We're never truly alone.
Hopefully.
There are creatures and stuff about. I don't. Yes, but well, I suppose we can start digging and getting our Geiger counters out and see if we can find some radiation here and everything. There's a lot of ground to cover down here. Shall we split up?
Into how many
Fine.
groups?
As many as you'd like. I guess it's entirely up to you. Just if you want to cover more ground, I suppose. So we could go in pairs or just split us down the middle. Although we are at an odd number.
We may just want to move as one. Take a little bit more time. But if anything decides to make its presence known, all hands are already on deck.
I mean, that works too, if everyone else is okay with that. I'm fine with that.
Given some of the oddities we've seen, I think that would be the safest option.
If we want to attach one of the Geiger counters to my recon drone, I can send that out for a minute to get ahead of us.
Oh, like what you did when you found the doctor? Like one of those little things?
Yeah, similar to that.
Oh, that actually could help us cover some ground too. Yeah, that would work. That's a great idea, Mel.
Mel, for a more permanent solution, I could send Wheatley out.
We can cover more ground. This one doesn't last that long.
Wheatley can cover more ground, and I'm more familiar with communicating in the terrified noises of Wheatley being attacked by things.
Is it similar to the R2D2 sound of it screaming?
Yes.
I can't
It is
think of
now.
it right now from my throat, but we all know what the scream is. We've all heard it. We know it. Oh, yeah.
Something
Wheatley's in
along
trouble.
those lines.
Okay. So as you guys start moving as a group, are you guys kind of going around the perimeter? You guys starting in the center? How do you guys want to go about this?
Starting with the perimeter seems like the most efficient move, I would think.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Okay. With that, I would like everyone to give me a couple of rolls. either a perception or survival check and a 100 roll, please.
Do you want those from Wheatley as well?
You know what? Yes, since the drones are helping, so I'll need the same thing from Mel's drone as well.
Mel's drone as well.
2 rolls in percentile, you said?
Just 1 roll of the percentile and 1 roll of either survival or... You know what? I'll even take science, actually. So either science, survival, or perception. Depending on how you guys are going about it. If you guys are using the tools to find the radiation, if you guys are visibly trying to find things. Depending on how you guys are going about it.
Science. I want to attach the tool. I said that.
I'm taking science as well.
Brockus,
Brockus
science
doesn't-
for you?
Brockus doesn't know science. Brockus is science. I have a shotgun and something's in front of me. I'm gonna do perception.
Okay.
Just to clarify, Zoro, these were the same tunnels that Raleigh was wandering around in all by herself, right?
Yes, some of these tunnels you were in by with some other groups over a long period of time. So it's not like you just went through here the other day. This is like over time as you were here on your research and your project. So you've been here before, which is why you marked it. This particular location, however, you were here with a handful of other scientists for a while. It's just been a while since you were last here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that, you know, here we are in a group and looking out for all these things, and Riley had been wandering off by herself. And you know, I'm wondering if this was potentially an area where she was by herself. And if it had been, I think she would be at this point slightly, I wouldn't say panicked, but she would be thinking, "Wow, you know, I was really lucky."
In this so technically yes and no. Knowing your character, you were here as a group, but you did do kind of like a scientist version of a piece of candy and went off and found something.
Shiny!
For your own research. Yeah, exactly. So you're still with a group, but that doesn't mean you occasionally went off on your own to like grab some other things for your own research. So, yeah, but in the end, you were here as a group with some fellow scientists.
Are you trying to imply that scientists get sidetracked?
What?
Oh, shiny!
No. Oh, look, a new experiment.
Ooh, look, more weapons to build.
So, and I will also need one from Acilia as well. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and go in order, starting with HB Fox.
So, Vera rolled a 26 perception. Celia rolled a 17 perception.
Okay.
And Vera rolled a 55 percentile. And Celia rolled a 46 percentile.
Oh, okay. Good. Mel and the bot.
Mel rolled a 23 science, using
Okay.
the science tools, and a 43 on the percentile. My bot,
Very
the
good.
drone, is completely useless. It rolled a 2 for a total of 3 perception, and on its percentiles, it also rolled a 2.
Oh my, okay. Bot's just there to beat boot for fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had an ooh shiny moment.
Really?
All
Maybe it
right.
has to be more
So
useful.
I got a what is this? That's a 26 on the science roll with a
Okay.
37 percentile.
Okay.
And Wheatley coming in with the not completely useless.
Oh.
That is an 18 on the perception with a 74 on the percentile.
Oh my, okay. Go Wheatley. Wheatley with the high score so far. Alright. Rox.
All right. Brockus got a 12 perception,
Okay.
and then on the percentile got a 91.
Jesus Christ, okay. Damn. Screw you, Wheatley. Forget what I just said. Riley.
Okay, so 26 on the science roll.
Okay.
And I've never seen this before. If you have a double zeros and a 0, that's 100, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so 100% on
amazing.
the percentile. I'm going to Vegas tomorrow.
Look, it's the yin to the yang, and I mean, my drone did so badly, so you get your 100.
Screw you, Brockus. Forget what I just said. There are
Riley
two
out here
things-
screaming science.
I've been here before, guys.
Blaring the Bill Nye the Science Guy theme in their headset.
Yeah.
She's got the Bluetooth going on the Omni tool. Bill. Okay, so a couple of things. God, I didn't even expect that. I need my other chart. Or think of something on the fly quick. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Don't you love that?
I usually
Oh, look,
have
here's
things
what we
like,
were looking for.
I have things. I know.
I don't know
It's
what
like
we're
it's such a
looking for, so.
weird DM thing to say. I have some things planned, but when certain things like that happen, I do have a list. But I was not expecting that. Yeah. What is it with our new players always getting 100? Because your other Turian sniper friend did that too, and I was like, holy shit. Okay. Well, I'll do the first thing first. While I go, oh crap. So let's see here. I'm looking at my list. So we got. So pretty much everyone except the Mel's bot, really. Just did they're doing a very thorough job. As you guys are kind of doing a sweep, you don't even realize that it's already been a couple hours that you guys have been down here, as you guys are just being very thorough and despite what some outsiders may think, working as a team to get the job done, as several of you have noticed the ruins, again, being very similar to what you found topside. Some of them, a good chunk of them in this area, however, are sticking out of the ground as if they're still very much buried, whatever is down here. Hence all the tools and everything to kind of help dig most of it out. So a lot of it is still buried. However, some of you start working to kind of unbury some of the structures, just to see how big or how deep they go, while others more kind of studied it and get the tools out to sense radiation. And let's see here real quick. Strangely enough, Wheatley and Riley, you three are able to find a structure, specifically Riley, as you were able to find a large source of radiation, kind of, in a funny way to put it, because it is a circle, kind of in like the corners, kind of on the opposite side of where you guys originally were. There seems to be a very large source of radiation, and you were able to find radiation here before, but this is the first time you actually realize, oh no, this is a very large patch of it. And both Brockus and Wheatley kind of catch your attention as you kind of focus on what looks like this kind of this piece of structure sticking out of the ground that is almost this dome shape, at least what you can see, because that's all you can see sticking out of the ground. It's this very large dome, and it's a mix of both metal and stone as it sticks out, and it's got these very strange runes on it. And when you step a little closer, you specifically Brockus, because Wheatley can't, but specifically Brockus and Riley, you almost hear a very low hum coming from this spot where this dome is. And this dome is huge. It's gotta be probably 2, almost 3 times the size of Brockus's height.
And you said it's like pretty much came to life?
As you guys get closer to it, and you guys start to observe it, whether you choose to touch it or not, you just see these runes and this strange structure. And as you get closer to it, you both hear a low hum. And as you get closer, it almost gets a little louder, but not loud enough to where it fills the room. Just kind of that perfect pitch that only you guys can really hear in this moment.
I think it's on. I didn't touch it.
The dome there, Brackus, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. It wasn't something we particularly paid attention to before. We were looking for soil samples, but now that we're focused in on the radiation more, I honestly wonder how I could have missed something this big. And it looks like there's some sort of ruins or writing on it as well. Shall we call the others over?
Yeah. I'm gonna pop the message on the Omni tool.
Okay.
I think he's just gonna send a text message, and he's just gonna say, "We found something," and then after like a very awkward pause of that text, there's like a poop emoji because he still doesn't get it.
Right, Brackus still does not understand what the emojis are.
He doesn't understand what the emojis are. He's just like, these are human symbols, the main thing.
Okay, question. Did he pick it just because he's like, sure, eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Or did he think there was some sort of significance behind the poop? Not knowing if it was poop.
It's chocolate.
It's dirt mound. Looks like a dirt mound.
He probably thought there was some sort of significance that, they found something that could potentially help them, but also they could be in some deep shit. So he kind of just picked the smiling poop.
Not realizing it meant deep shit. Okay. As a friendly reminder to everyone, you know that your communications are pretty much cut off being this deep underground as far as like topside goes. However, in close range, with the short range communications, you guys are able to easily get this text message. Which Riley totally knows what that is. But you're probably curious as to why there's a poop.
An interesting choice of emojis, Brackus.
Yeah, I don't get them.
Well, it certainly will get their attention. And possibly put them on alert.
Well,
Neither of which is really a bad thing.
That was the intent of the message. I guess I did pick it right time.
Yes.
I think Mel's gonna stand there confused, trying to figure out if he found a pile of shit or what he found was super shitty. Either way, she doesn't really want to go check it out.
Is anyone thinking of the GIF from Jurassic Park where he goes, "Well, that's one big pile of shit"?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
Probably take a few minutes to confer with Acelia to try and figure out what the emoji means. Between the two of us, maybe we can figure it out. Neither of us have any idea, so we just go over to Brackus.
That's fair, yeah. Okay, yeah, and you pretty much see the same thing. You see this dome. However, now as you approach, you can start to hear the humming as well.
Seeing the dome and hearing/feeling the dome, is there anything familiar about it, or anything about it that, upon quick inspection, might ring any bells for me?
Not specifically, other than it does very much relate in aesthetic to what you saw the day before when you were a little bit closer topside, where you saw a lot more of those runes, where it seemed very a lot of metal and a lot of very interesting design, something that you're not quite familiar with because, of course, it was a different time, even though advanced for its time, very different than what you've seen now. So you know that they're related as far as the same culture, but that's about it. You don't really notice anything about the runes at all. Brockus, I can also give this to you which makes sense, of course, as your daughter Zuna did present that this is not Prothean technology, so those runes are not Prothean at all. You cannot read these. This is just completely foreign to you, basically, and to everyone.
And so I'm just gonna hang out here with Brockus until our resident expert Zuna shows up and lets us know if this is what we're looking for.
Okay. Jamar, I take it you joined them as well?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
I'll begrudgingly join once everyone else goes over.
Yeah, and one by one, you all start to hear this low humming, getting ever so slightly louder. Again, that high pitch to not quite hurt your ears, to cause annoyance, as you approach this thing. And when Zuna comes over, you notice her starting to immediately study the runes that are on it. And she looks a little perplexed at first. She kind of looks at you all and go, this is very different. This is very strange indeed. I mean, we've seen these runes before, though we are still very much trying to decipher them. We don't have enough text to go off of as far as the cipher, but strange indeed. This is probably the first that we've seen with so many on them. But I think you're in the right spot, because usually when we see things with these runes on it, they do have that radiation sort of elements to them that is magnified much higher compared to other things. But this is the first one that has so many of them. So I wonder what's underground. Perhaps a very large source? It's both exciting and terrifying at the same time. I mean, thankfully we all remembered to bring the suits and whatnot just in case for safety, but I don't know what we'll find, but I suppose we start digging.
Can't we have one of those machines do that?
I mean, yes, but this is very delicate. We don't want to hit the object. We could potentially destroy it or sever it in half. We don't know what's underneath, so we have to do this the slow and delicate way, Father. It could take days, weeks, even months. Stay here for a year.
We don't have that kind of time.
So like a month?
I was thinking more like a day or two.
Oh. Well, we could see how far we can dig, I guess. If everyone wants to, but the home is very concerning. It's similar to radiation, but this seems lively. It's very strange to explain, I guess, in non-scientific forms, but it's very strange indeed.
Not alive, is it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it looks like a structure to me, so logically, no, Father, but that doesn't mean we won't, uncover something perhaps hiding underneath it. Machineries are a thing, of course. We did see them topside for a moment. It doesn't mean that we're not going to find more of it underneath.
So how do we go about digging? The traditional way?
Well, I suppose you don't have that kind of time. But I guess we could use some of the larger shovels. We do have machines over there that look like big claws that we could help dig away some of the dirt. As long as we're careful, we should be okay.
Dr. Zuna, if I might,
Yes.
do we happen to have any sonar with us?
Oh, of
Any
course.
sonar? Well, could we perhaps set up some sonar equipment, do some soundings, get an idea of the shape of this, and then perhaps dig down around it, staying a certain, safe distance away from the perimeter, but removing an excess of the dirt to then make it easier to do the fine work.
Oh, that is a great idea. We could certainly do that. Right, give me a moment. As she goes back and she grabs one of the equipment, you do see some crates similar to before with all kinds of different equipment. As she starts to grab it, she starts to set up a small perimeter to see how big this thing is. She turns it on. Let me see here. And you see her eyes get a little wide as she kind of looks at the it almost looks like a data pad, this machine that has a reading on it, and it almost, you can kind of see it beeping as the line moves, and she kind of looks down a little bit, and she kind of slowly steps backwards, looks at it, looks back down, backwards, and kind of repeats this process a few times before she kind of looks at everyone and go, don't know what's under here, but it's large. I don't even know where it begins or where it ends, but it's I've already kind of went around 30 feet already, and there's still so much.
Like a building, or
No, it kind of looks like a building, but it's hard when it's under the ground. It's not laid out flat like you would see in a picture. It's kind of bundled, but I don't see pillars, so I mean, it might be a building. I'm not sure. It's about as tall as a building, but it's very strange. I'm not getting a lot of definitive detail, but it is, as you can see in the sonar, you see these small blips right here that are in a kind of a greenish red color right there. That's the radiation. There seems to be several different points on there for the radiation, as there seems to be what looks like some condensed radiation in certain parts of this building, almost as if it was made in a certain pattern, perhaps. So that's what this is, really. But there is a piece of radiation right about here, and she kind of moves over to a particular spot. She's like, if we did just a little bit here, we might hit the first point and get a good idea of what it could potentially be.
given the fact that I come from a people who solved all their problems by dropping a ton of nuclear warheads on their own planet,
Yeah.
does this look like it could possibly be a silo? Like a missile silo?
The pattern does not look like a silo at all.
Could Riley do a perception check on the dome that's above the surface? Because she's wondering if, in fact, this dome might be an entrance.
You certainly can, yeah.
Would that be perception or science?
That would be perception.
Oh, not so good. That's only going to be a 13.
Not from what you can see. This dome is whatever's sticking out of it, at least. All you get is dirt and just more metal on top. So if there is an entrance, you haven't been able to find it. Seems pretty solid. So, I mean, this could help narrow it down a little bit, but we can at least digging in this spot and see what it is, at least. And who knows, maybe that's the only source that we need, if of course quite strong enough, for what you need for your mission.
All right, you heard the kid. Let's start digging.
I could perhaps make this go a bit quicker for us.
Oh no, this isn't
No
a
mines.
grenade thing, is it?
It's not an explosive thing.
What What is it then?
Well, I have prepared lift grenades for the day. They don't explode.
Pleasant?
Yes, it's very much like, well, you're sorry, you know the biotic ability, lift.
Of course.
It's like that, but contained within a grenade. And when it goes off, it lifts everything within a 4-meter radius of the trigger point. It's not explosive, it won't damage things, but it will lift things up off the ground, and we can just kind of sweep them out of our way. And I can make as many of those as we have.
Spell slots. Okay.
Nope.
Metagel?
Metagel.
Not
Omnigel.
Metagel,
Omnigel.
The other gel.
Okay.
And we have like a stash of like hundreds of Omnigel at this point.
You
I don't
do,
think
but
we-
you keep
we
a good
brought- we-
chunk of them on the ship.
Yeah, we didn't bring it all with us.
Right.
But
You know what? Good question for Jamar, actually, because I know Jamar and Mel. Although with Mel not
So-
being here right now, I'll just defer to Jamar. And how much Omnigel would you keep on your person?
I can answer that, but Fox, do you happen to have the spreadsheet with how much we have on the ship? Because that will let me know which one of these numbers is the right one.
have it somewhere. Don't remember where I put it. I know it was a lot.
It's more
And
than
it was a
200 and
lot.
something, isn't it?
Yes.
I do believe so, yeah.
Okay,
Because
So,
Omnigel is freaking like you can find it like candy everywhere.
so
yeah.
the amount physically with Jamar at the moment is 224.
Oh my. Okay. On
I
your
want
person?
between me and Wheatley's cargo, yes.
All the Omnigel.
Okay, that's fair. I forgot Wheatley does have that compartment. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Wheatley, open up, dump.
It just looks like it's puking all this Omnigel. It's just raw. I mean, easy enough to do. For those of you who don't know, gel does look like a small little I guess a small little portable container. So yeah, they would kind of be similar to this is gonna be kind of morbid. This is the first thing that comes to mind. But kind of like the vials that doctors use to draw blood, kind of like that. So yeah, you could carry a good chunk of them. And then the containers, like if you look at a picture of the container looks quite durable, or the canister itself.
And I
So,
imagine
yeah.
there's pretty much standardized, like, hey, you want 100 vials of Omnigel? It goes in this little package.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because Omnigel, actually, you know what? I legitimately have never looked this up. Let me see this real quick. I don't even know if this is actual. Give me a sec.
I'm just thinking how much you find even during the games, just
The
roaming
game you
around.
find is,
Yeah.
like freaking crazy. It's like almost everything.
Yep.
I imagine, there exists containers that hold several units of Omnigel. Like 1 unit of Omnigel is the
do.
little vial, but I'm sure there's like a large container that holds like 25 units or 50 or 100 or whatever.
So it doesn't say, but if I'm mathing this correctly, which hell no, I don't math correctly. It looks like on average a canister holds about 10, maybe more.
Okay.
But again, the canisters are kind of small. They're almost like the size of a scroll, but smaller or shorter, I should say. But that kind of thickness, So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you had a few of these and they contained like a handful of them. But yeah, easy enough to carry, especially split between you and Wheatley. So we're learning today, guys. We're learning what all this shit is. Yeah, okay. So if you have that much Omnigel on you, yeah, that's how many How many Omnigel does it need to make these mines? Is it literally one, or is it
Yeah,
like a
it
handful?
is 1 unit of Omnigel to create 1 grenade.
Oh my.
My
And it
God,
takes
that's broken.
1 action to do it.
I think I've actually uttered the words, Vera, I think I have enough Omni Gel on me for you to blow this entire building up.
It seems broken, but the balance to it is that the grenades that you create essentially have no detonators to them. You create them as live grenades. So you can't just create a million of them and store them and like sell them for a bunch of money and stuff.
Right.
Like if once you create it, you have to use it within 1 turn.
I think that's a great business venture. Set up
Yeah.
on Omega and just hand out live grenades.
Which is crazy because Omnigel
Bye.
is used to repair stuff. So it's like vehicles, electronics, even things like metal crates, even armor and weapons. And even then it's like, oh yeah, you need like a couple hundred to completely cure like armor and weapons depending on what it is. But it's like you only need one. That's so broken. Okay. Jesus Christ.
They are also not very high grade grenades. Like the mark of the grenade that you create is equal to your soldier level divided by 3, rounded down. So they're not super powerful, but they are, just an action away. So.
Okay, also, for the record, anyone apparently can carry it on person, as a standard combat suit can hold 999 units each.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Which is bad,
So-
considering, again, if you need armor and weapons and stuff, it's still, like, it's a few hundred to, like, repair, so it's, like, it makes sense, but Jesus Christ.
So what's this? Is it square meters or cubic meters of material you can move with that?
Oh, with lift.
With the lift.
So the ability lift, like the cantrip lift, it is any object that weighs up to 9 kilograms. But that's just the ability itself. The grenade basically uses lift on everything within a 4-meter radius of the trigger point. So anything within that 4-meter radius that weighs 9 kilograms or less will be lifted by the grenade.
So in fact, it would take several, like 9 kilograms of dirt isn't a whole lot, really.
No.
I mean, if you've ever lifted a 10 kilogram bag of potting soil, so.
But again, it's everything within that 4-meter radius. So
That's
it's not
like
just
up, down, side to side, it's
Yeah.
everything.
it's not just gonna lift 1 9-kilogram patch of dirt. It is every individual thing within the 4-meter radius gets lifted if it weighs 9 kilograms or less.
So it's essentially just going to move that much cubic space.
It's
of
really,
Yeah.
it's a lot of dirt in a short amount of time compared to a shovel. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And so we can lift it, kind of push it off to the side while it's got that anti-gravity effect to it, and
Yep.
then I throw another one down, and we do it again
Because
and
the
again.
dirt's not
That's really
considered
cool.
one unit, it's all
individual
bits.
pieces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
So you're effectively moving a 4 square meter block every
Yep.
time.
But if you consider the druid spell Move Earth, it's in some ways it's not that different.
Nope.
Yeah, it's
That,
pretty
yeah,
similar
so-
to that. Yeah.
Similar
Yeah.
idea.
Okay, yeah. As you explain this to Zuna, you see her facial expression kind of calm down a little bit. She's like, "Oh, that's actually very useful. We haven't acquired one of those to help us with undertaking. Very much need to look into that. Well, I mean, as long as it won't destroy anything, that sounds fantastic. So just set up a perimeter just in this little area right here. I think would be perfect."
Yes, and I can keep this up for as long as, we have the resources to do so. So if it takes 10 of these things, if it takes 100 of these things, I can keep going.
Perfect. Yeah. Do you need help? Can anyone use them and help you?
No, I'm afraid that's where it is a bit limited. As soon as I create them, there is a very, very small amount of time before they self-activate. So it's kind of create and throw type of thing.
Got you. Okay. Well, let me know if I can help in any way. I guess we should just stand back in the meantime.
Well, actually, I don't want to make assumptions, but you're Asari, so you're proficient with biotics, right?
Yes.
So perhaps once this is lifted, you can assist with your biotics to just kind of push it all to the side.
Perfect. I will stand at the ready and do my best. This will be so exciting. This is a new way to start digging, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Well, yes, it is proprietary military technology, so try not to get too excited about using it for scientific purposes, but it is applicable in this particular situation.
Will certainly help us now, especially since you're all on a time crunch, and if I really only have a couple more days or so with you guys, this would be very efficient indeed.
All right, so I'm ready when everyone else is.
Okay. So you go ahead and set up your mine, so you don't have to do a roll or anything, it just automatically does it, correct?
Yeah, it's just the ability, makeshift grenade, takes an action to create and throw the grenade, and that's that.
Okay. Well, you don't have to worry too much about that considering how you're not in battle, so, action for days. Okay. So, as you go ahead and set up the mines, Zuna, taking your idea, kind of helps with her biotic energy to help kind of move the dirt out of the way. It does take a couple of these to move a good chunk of dirt out of the way to the point to where you see more and more of this dome, which now you can see is a bit more rounded, to the point to where you think maybe it's starting to be more circular than just a dome, which we all know is just a circle. You're like, okay, it's still kind of going. This is interesting. You set up a few more of these mines, working hand in hand with Zuna still, as you start to notice that there is a small bit of what looks like greenish yellow energy kind of pulsing and exposed as soon as the dirt moves. And as soon as it's exposed, can I get perception checks from everyone? And we will start with HP Fox.
Well, Acilia's not paying attention because she rolled an 8.
Oh.
And Vera
She's like,
rolled
this
an
is
18.
science boring shit. You rolled an 18?
Yep.
Okay.
Mel is very distracted by the Asari moving the dirt around because she too rolled an 8 for a total of 9.
She's like, that's hot. Okay. Got
Yep.
it. Jamar.
18 for me, 16 for Wheatley.
Okay. I don't know why I was going to call you by a completely different name. Yes.
Rockus is bored. He got an 8.
God, what is with the 8s? Okay. Right?
Riley used all of her whatever she had for the day, I think, on that roll to find the dome. She only rolled an 11.
Did you have an 8 on the die too?
Actually, I had a 5 with a 6 of perception.
Oh, okay.
Plus, so 11.
I just would have laughed if you two got an 8.
So, I suppose this is fitting, considering how they're the two closest to this. But, Zuna and Vera, are the only ones that see this. As this coloration is exposed, you feel a pulse that everyone else just totally ignores for whatever reason, unbeknownst to you guys. But you feel this pulse as the hum gets even louder, but only the two of you hear it. As that pulse keeps going, almost feels like a heartbeat. And you can see the runes start to glow in that similar light across that dome. As now everyone hears the earth start to tremble. And it starts to get louder and even more rough as you guys find it hard to stay on your own 2 feet. As you start to see whatever this is start to kind of erupt from the ground. Almost like you exposing this energy has caused it to have whatever this is be lifted up as well. And you know that your minds are not strong enough to lift this whole structure, but something about the exposure has just caused it to activate, if you will, and kind of move itself up, exposing the rest of its body. As I need to take you all to a map. We're going to a map. We're going to a map. I need to reposition you guys real quick. Did I not get... There we go. Okay, yeah, that's about right. We'll reposition you guys later, but that's close enough. As this structure starts to erode out of the earth, you guys see more. Now everyone can see this glow get brighter and brighter as you notice that whatever this is, it looks like a canister, maybe a container of some sort, is just huge as it exposes itself. As I actually need a Constitution saving throw from everyone. However, Vera and Brockus, you do have advantage, considering your racial type.
Did you take us to a map?
Not yet.
Okay.
I just want to see what this is before I reveal shit.
I got really concerned because nothing changed on my end. I'm like, oh no, did Roll20 die?
Not yet.
You said Constitution save?
Yes. With advantage for you.
Excuse me.
All right. What did everybody... Oh, and yeah, and of course, Acelia. I'll need Acelia's. The robots do not need this. Because, of course, they are not affected by radiation. Okay. What did the Turians get?
Celia got 19 and Vera got 22.
And she rolled with advantage too, correct, Acelia?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Okay, Mel?
7.
Oh. Okay, Jamar?
That is a nat 20 for a total of 26.
Perfect. Okay. Brockus?
19.
19? Okay. Riley?
Also a nat 20 for a total of 22.
Dang. Okay.
It's either all or nothing tonight, apparently.
Apparently, it's just all in or all out. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so... Mel, unfortunately, is the only one that's hit by this. As you feel this strange sickness come across from you, as you can feel that pulse kind of reverberating through your body, as you start to feel sick. Thankfully, not enough to throw up, although that feeling in the pit of your gut is there. From this enormous amount of radiation and in such close range, as you do get 1 level of exhaustion. as you guys see this strange structure come, and you notice it starts to stand erect. And when you start to take a look, you notice something strange about it, as it is not what you thought. It is not a building. That it is, in fact, this very large looking mechanical creature with several pieces of this radiation in cylinders and compartments throughout its body. As you see its singular eye in the center glowing that same color, as you see it beam and pulse and then stay steady as it notices you, as it turns its head down to look at both Vera and Zuna. And we're gonna go take a break before we get into some shenanigans here. So
I want to hollow
everyone-
this out and make it a mech.
There we go.
Right?
All
Don't
right, so
tempt me.
where I was
They
gonna
already
say
be hollow.
the engineer's lens flaring like, yes, want. Yeah, we are gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Everyone get up, go to the bathroom, stretch, replenish your water, because there are some shenanigans that are gonna start going down. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Forever in your heart. Forever in your heart. I can hear your heart. Forever in your heartbeat. I can hear your heart. Forever in your heartbeat.
Okay.
And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. So, hope you all had a good little break. As I'm just gonna set the tone here. Don't mind me. Give me a moment. Let's see here. This might be what I'm looking for. No, it's not what I want. I like that music. That's not what I want. It's not. Where the heck did this music go? Actually, I feel like this music's appropriate. Not gonna lie. This music actually may work. Never mind. It's picking up. We'll see what happens. This actually works. As what I need from everyone right now is I need Zuna and Vera to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oops. Be right back.
No problem. Okay. Virna.
You're over here asking the soldier to do soldier things. That's a 25.
25. Okay. Both you and were able to just dodge out of the way as you see this singular eye just glow brighter and brighter as this green energy just beam out, almost like a laser, as it shoots across, and you can see, everyone can see this line going across for several feet, as it just almost makes a small crater in the center as you both dodge out of the way. The energy on its back starts to glow and pulse as soon as the beam is completed, as it looks back at the rest of the group and kind of hunches over like a gorilla does on its knuckles as you see the eye start to glow once again. I'm gonna need some initiatives. Nope, that's not what I want.
Nice. Really? What is up with all the freaking twos today?
Get them out of the way now. Get them out of the way now.
Keep switching dice too, and I'm not having much luck.
Are we just starting off great? Is that what's happening here? Is this all just... Get them all out now. Get them all out now.
To be fair, this just gives me time to read through Mel's powers, try to understand what she has.
This is true.
Don't you worry, Zoro. I got you covered on initiative here.
Oh, good. So, actually, I just need to...
Alright, Asilia, we're gonna have to have a talk after this about you paying attention to what's happening around you.
Oh, no.
She's gotten complacent. We treated her like a friend, and she's gotten complacent.
She's no longer a soldier. Okay. How to here? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, and the creature. Oh, what is okay? Okay. I think we got everyone. Yeah. All right.
Acilia's initiative, by the way, that's with her rolling a 1.
And she's still beaten now.
Yeah, she is +7 to her initiative.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
I feel like that number's not right for what I'm looking at.
Jeez, Jamar.
Hi. We're not talking about it.
A 28 on initiative.
Hi.
Oh. Was that a nat 20?
No, that was a 19.
Oh my bejeebus. You have such a high initiative modifier. I like
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
coming from my STT training.
Ah, yes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Jamar, start us off.
Yeah, I was just quickly reading something here.
And feel free to slightly, I will give you guys a moment if you want to reposition yourselves a little bit. You're kind of still in that corner, but if some of you decided you wanted to be further back or forward when all this was happening before the creature erupted, let me know.
No, it's fine where she's at.
Okay. So yeah, just put in the back.
Which is fitting because her and Vera were in the back in the marching order, so.
Yes. It's kind of how I did the alignment, not gonna lie. Okay.
Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong ability. That explains a lot of problems. Yeah, and we're gonna upcast to tech point limit. I can burn 2 tech points on this. Okay.
I need to not be in dark mode so I can read that shit. There we go. Perfect. Okay. See, trainee. Supposed to have-
Oh yeah, that was Gilly asked the question. That's the
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to burn off 2 tech points on this, and
Okay.
we are going to cast Incinerate.
Question.
It struggles.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4d10, and I get to make an attack roll.
It is an attack roll, yes.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
It does hit.
And... Nadia, if you can find that d10, that'd be lovely. Alrighty, that's 10, 21. Yes, 21 fire damage. And it is primed fire for all you people that like to have fun with that.
Okay.
You know who you are and you know what to do.
Oh my god, it's been so long. Hold on, I gotta do the, where is it? I gotta do the effects? Because I have the effects too. Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. As it is a primed fire. Okay. You said that was 21?
21.
Okay. So you go to incinerate it as you were, and you notice some of the flames kind of flicker off a little easy on it, as you notice that it doesn't really do that much to it.
Good to know.
So we move on to Riley.
Fire's not the choice.
Okay. Riley will use the Lance power upcast to level 2.
Okay.
And I think that's going, unfortunately, to be a miss.
What was the roll?
That was only a 5, so
Oh.
and we don't have inspirations or anything, do we?
You.
Okay, so
Some of
that
you
would
might,
be
I don't know, but you don't. I know that.
okay. So that would be an 11.
11 unfortunately does not hit. As large as this structure is, it does have much more slender limbs, at least some of them, as unfortunately it does shoot right through one of them. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just looking to see here what I have for bonus actions. No, that's a spell. That's a bonus. I think that is probably going to be it, although I'm not real thrilled with being out in the open like this. This object here, that is what?
That is
That's-
Wheatley. That is
that's-
Jamar's
That's
drone.
Wheatley, right? Okay.
Oh, yep.
Alrighty. I think Riley will move and tuck in, like, just behind this rock,
Okay, perfect.
and probably maybe crouch down, depending upon how tall the rock is.
Okay, yeah, it is tall enough that if you wanted to crouch down, you would be covered.
Yeah. Okay. And that
Okay.
would be it then.
All right, Wheatley.
Oh, Wheatley, my child.
Sweet child of mine.
Let's not get carried away.
I know it's been a bit since we last battled. It's been a hot
No,
minute.
I was looking at something else. Nope, Wheatley is going to absolutely whiff that shot.
Oh. Okay. Unfortunate. Anything else Wheatley would like to do?
Sadly, not at this time, no.
Okay. Alrighty. In that case, it is the creature's turn. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Well, Vera is the closest thing to it at the moment. Both Vera and Zuna. So it's going to go ahead and make a slam attack. As you can see, its arms are very beaky. You can see kind of the pauldrons. It goes a little skinny, and then once it gets to the forearm, they're just chonky, as it just looks like pure metal and gears and this radiation cylinders. As it's in function of like a monkey, kind of takes its fist and slams them down on you. Let's see here. 21.
21 would hit, but I'm going to use my reaction to activate my hollow bracelet.
Perfect.
So it smacks the hologram instead while I skitter off over here behind Brockus.
Okay. It takes a moment after it, quote unquote, hits you, as you see its tiny little head, that little optical eye, just kind of looking around, seeing where you went, as you're no longer there. As it turns its attention over to Zuna and starts to do another slam attack. That will in fact hit her. Let's see here. I think I may need more dice. Hold on. I got more dice. I got more.
He's not murders Brox's daughter.
What?
Yeah, I forgot that she didn't have one of those hollow bracelets as well.
Whoops.
Nope. Okay. Okay. Well, I rolled low, so that's not bad. Okay.
It's okay. She
is
was
going
trained
to
by
take-
Brockus. She can take a hit.
It,
Not hurt. You're muted. We got through with a mute. We did it, guys.
She may be trained by Brockus, but she isn't built like Brockus.
That's no excuse.
Yeah, no. Should we look at her health real quick?
Look, she was taught how to take a punch, not take a punch from a walking building.
Well, you didn't specify the size of the punch in the training.
That's wow. She does take 15 points of damage. And yeah, she's still within his view, as he is going to make his one last attack, as that optical eye goes once more. Here, as a laser beams out. Oh, thank God it misses. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. As it does miss, unfortunately, as when she got slammed, it kind of caught her off balance, as she kind of wobbled to the side here. And so when it set up its laser, completely misses her, cutting only the floor instead. As we move on to Vera.
So I am going to move myself right over here, in front of Vasilia and beside Mel. And then I am going to use. Let's see, what is this? What are these abilities that I have? Bonus action. I'm going to use a bonus action to pull a little, like, palm-sized device out of one of my side pouches and just toss it onto the ground in front of me. And that is going to produce a hex shield. And
Oh, the shield generator, yep.
yeah, this is the advanced version of it, so it is a 4-meter wide one. So it will span the distance in front of me and in front of Mel. And while we're behind it, we get the benefits of full cover.
You said 40 feet?
No. It's 4-meter wide.
Oh,
So
I was
it's-
gonna say, wait, what?
It's gonna cover basically put a little hex shield wall in front of me and Mel.
Oh,
Not like a full height wall, it's like a half wall,
Right.
but it gives us full cover.
Okay, perfect. Second. Where is this? Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Seriously, where the heck is this? Okay, I'll find it. But yeah, okay. Yeah, is that gonna be? Is that an action or a?
That is a bonus action.
Okay, perfect.
And because this thing is like emitting obtuse amounts of radiation, I'm gonna assume that it's either immune or resistant to radiant damage, which is real unfortunate because that takes my fancy gun out of commission.
Well,
So I think we are going to pull out our Viper, our sniper rifle.
okay.
And I have a little C next to this, which means it is still in cryo ammo mode. So hopefully that is not a bad thing. But we're gonna aim and take a shot at the big boy.
Okay.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
24 does hit.
That will be 11 cold damage.
Okay. Damage. Okay. Yeah, so as you go ahead and you hit a part of its body, you notice it kind of seize up for a moment before kind of cracking it off its body, shaking the rest of it. But it looks like it did, you notice that unlike the fire, this one seems to hit.
Perfect. We're gonna take a second shot then.
Okay.
That. Why can't I never roll like this in any of Rochin's games? That's a nat 20.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yep.
I like never crit in our other games, only ever this one.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Because you don't have the curse going on your players.
Damn it. Just start killing you all off. Maybe that's what I need. I don't know.
It has been a while though. How are we doing crits? Is it just like normal crit rules?
It's normal crit, yeah.
Okay.
So double the dice.
That will be 18 cold damage.
18 cold.
And that is
Perfect.
all Vera can do.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
and
ahead and
the-
you hit it again. Does the same effect where it just kind of shakes it off. Of course, being a very large structure, as you do see, it leaves kind of almost like a little scorch mark on its body.
And the hex shield that's in front of us, it does have an AC and HP pool, so it can be targeted by things.
Perfect. That's right. It's shield. It's like ridiculous. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Zuna. She's gonna kind of look up at this creature in like shock and fear. She's like, That's, and yeah, she is gonna move first. As she's like, I'm gonna be here. However, as she tries to move away, this thing kind of goes out to reach and kind of grab at her. Let's see here. Oh! Yep, no, it grabs her. As it now has Zuna in its very large hand and starts to squeeze as she is now grappled. And she kind of looks over a little bit to the group and she's like, yeah, Brox.
You know,
Your
I,
turn.
I hate the fact that they took my rage away because this would have been a perfect time for it.
Right. I always want to homebrew it because that just seems so much more fun.
Didn't we decide on that last time? Was that we
We
were gonna
did.
keep the old rules for it?
I think we did agree on
I-
that.
I don't think I have. Let me see what rules I have here for rage, for blood rage here.
So I didn't think it was that broken.
I still
Among
have to
everything
kill.
else.
I still have to kill an enemy in order for it to happen.
Yeah,
Take effect.
true. You just want a barbarian rage right now.
Kinda.
Angie Daddy.
I mean, have you seen some of the things parents do for their kids?
Yeah.
They're just completely reasonable.
Okay.
I mean, I found out a kid scratched at my kid's eye and left a mark under her eye, and I wanted to smack the kid. I was like, "Oh, just my kid."
Question.
Yes.
My deck of many things thing for the Vizier,
Okay.
or whatever it was called, is using that a free action?
You know what? In battle, it would count it as a bonus action since you're using the physical card to activate.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Bonus action he's going to activate that is he's going to... How fast am I? 12, so I can move 6. How big is this individual?
It is gargantuan. Let me see here. It is labeled as large, but its height does not match the
Yeah,
large.
the height does
Big.
not match its body.
Huge. It's huge.
Okay. So I'm going to use the Vizier card to find out what the optimal way of shutting this thing down is.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and you get a truthful answer. So you kind of speak to the universe asking this question. And as the card starts to disappear from your hand, you hear a voice whisper inside of your head in very simple words as you hear the voice say, "Aim for the heart."
Funny enough, that's where I was going to aim anyway.
Okay?
I take it that that central hole is exposed.
It is.
Perfect. And I'm just gonna call back to everyone else. Gonna look back and shoot in the center hole. And then he's just going to
Every hole is a goal.
I don't have any grenades.
I think
But
Vera is the only grenade
what I
holder.
do have,
You should, because I made some on the ship and handed them out to everyone.
I already used them.
Okay.
No more toys.
I'll just make some more.
Yeah, it's not like it's that hard for you.
I do have one very explosive item on.
Okay.
I still have my bottle of Rinsol.
Jesus Christ. The hard, literal hard stuff. Okay.
But we're not going to use that right now. Instead, because he is primed, Brockus is going to hurl a lance towards that open port.
Okay. Let's see if it hits.
My modifier 5. That is going to be a natural 20 for 25.
25 does hit.
I hope.
Is there anything weird that goes off with crits? Because you said the word nat 20, right?
Yes.
It's double the dice.
No, I'm more thinking about the primed.
Yeah, because the
yes.
lance detonates it.
Yeah, shooting does not detonate prime stuff. It has to specifically say like detonate. So
Yeah,
so
mine
lance does
detonates.
detonate. Yeah. So with the fire, creature within a 4-meter radius, including the prime target, catches fire, taking 1d6 fire damage, and it continues to burn for a minute.
Yeah.
And it takes 1d6 at the start of its turn. Oh wait, no. You guys are level 8. That's 2d6.
Yep.
That's going to be 32 force damage.
Force damage.
Force damage.
Okay. I have to math real quick. Okay, you go ahead and you aim at the centerpiece of this creature, and you notice it kind of stumble back as it still holds your daughter in its grasp. It's actually a little closer here. But you notice the plating that was around it start to chip away compared to the rest of the armor that you've seen your friends, companions kind of shoot at it. This seems to be chipping away at the centerpiece. It's still intact, but you seem to have hit it pretty hard.
I don't have. No, I don't have action surge. All right, yeah, that's gonna do it for me because I can't cast two spells or do a spell and an attack if I have two attacks on me. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Give me a second. You know what? It's gonna turn to look at you, Brockus, seeing that you're the one that hit it, and it's gonna go ahead and use a legendary action.
I would hope something this size has a legendary action.
As you see that eye beam bright and starts to shoot a laser at you. Let's see here. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 would hit.
Would hit? Okay. Was this? I never got the proper dice. Okay, that's fine.
Question. If I were to use the hologram projector that I have, would I be able to? Is it that I just move, or does it move me?
You're able to move yourself, and it leaves a hologram projection of your image behind, so you actually move yourself.
Gotcha. Would this eye be considered a heavy weapon?
No,
It's not a heavy weapon?
it is not.
Okay.
Its arms are, though.
You know what? Yeah, he's gonna use the as a reaction, use the hologram projector.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself out of the way as you go ahead and create this hollow image of yourself as you sidestep out of the way.
Yep. Gonna step there.
Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. Celia.
I think Celia is going to start off by using her bonus action to do some drugs. Stimulant
Of
pack.
course. Of course.
That was not the time for drugs.
Drugs.
This is the perfect time for
She's a Turian. Any time is the right time for drugs. So she's gonna inject herself a stimulant pack, which gives her a D4 for the next minute to add to attack rolls and saving throws. And then she's going to follow Captain's orders. She's going to aim for the glowy hole in its chest and pull out her 2 pistols and start firing.
Okay, you do have disadvantage as it is not facing in your direction. So you do not have a clear line of sight of it.
True. It's kind of facing diagonally more to the right, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's kind of facing, so its head turned to face Brockus, but it's actually realistically facing more this way. So its
right.
big arms are kind of blocking it. You do not have a clear line of sight of it.
Okay, well, I'm just going to shoot it then, rather than
Okay.
aiming specifically for the center. Although, Been a while. No, I will aim for the center. My second shot will be at a disadvantage, but my first one will be a straight roll because Turians get pack tactics on their first roll.
Okay.
So that first one will be a 22 to hit.
22 does not hit.
A 22 does not hit?
It does not.
Oof. Okay. Don't have high hopes for the next one. Gonna be at disadvantage then. That's already bad, and that's even worse. So that's gonna be a 12 on the second shot.
Unfortunately, both miss, as this creature seems to be kind of moving around in a very weird pattern, stumbling a little bit from its first hit in the chest, and kind of confused as to where Brockus just went, as it's kind of throwing your aim off as you unfortunately miss.
Alright, well that is all she can do at the moment.
Okay. Mel.
Mel is going to. You said these were like half height. The shield was like half height, so I can pop up over it.
Yeah, it's like a half wall that you can shoot over, but
Okay.
mechanically it also gives you full cover, so that's really nice.
As long as you're in crouching
Yes.
mode.
So, sorry, I'm reading this spell. I'm not familiar with these spells very much.
New character, who dis?
Right. It's in front of me, so I do have to move and then pop back in behind. I can appear here and aim my power cut down towards the creature so this doesn't hit Brockus.
Okay. Kind
I'm
of
more
aiming
cast-
towards its back.
Yeah, so it's an 8-meter cone, but yeah, I'll have to aim towards its back. But I'm more cast Electric Slash, so I will need a concentration, or a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save throw. Okay. Oof. That is a 26.
Damn! That's gonna take
This
half
boy,
damage.
this boy got caught.
I had a feeling, but Jesus.
Yeah. I also rolled really high on the die.
I was hoping for a whiff, but you know, it happens.
Yeah, hey, you never know. You
Right?
never know.
And adding 12. So I have 26 lightning damage. It takes half that, so that'd be 13 lightning damage. And it is not paralyzed. After that, that's an action. I'm more scramble back here because I have enough movement to do so. And there's a nice
Okay.
pretty shield in front of me there. This action's gonna do. I think that's it. Before we move on, though, I have a thing in her inventory called tungsten ammo that I can't find in the list on the website. Do you...
Oh, that's because it's homebrew. Give me a second.
Okay. Don't know what it do.
Tungsten rounds do an extra d6 of damage and give a -1 to AC for 1 minute on the first hit.
Ah, okay. Good to know. Thank you. That is also the end of my turn. So there we go.
And it does not stack from the same bullet, or the same person, I mean.
Yep.
They are very rare bullets.
If I remember right, Mel has that gun that allows her to use any bullet of one kind and it continually shoots it.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know what she currently has in the chamber right now, though. It is an action to
I want to say it's
change the-
cryo, because I think that's why I know she was using before.
Yeah, it is an action to change the type of bullet you are using.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Might even be a bonus action. I'll have to double check on that, but I know it requires an action to use. Okay. So it has -1 to its AC. What was the other condition?
It didn't take effect, so.
Oh, it did. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So unaffected. Okay. Okay. As we get to the top of round, actually, really quick, Jamar, you did not roll the prime damage.
I can do that for you. 7 fire damage off the primed.
Okay. As yeah, it takes. You notice like before, the fire's not doing too much to it. However, you do notice Suna getting caught in the fire real quick, as she is within that radius.
Luna, my dear, I need you to not be on fire.
You kind of hear her cry out in pain as she kind of got caught on fire or anything like that, but you can the singe from the bird was kind of sears her skin a bit.
Baracus, I'm an engineer, not a doctor.
Not a doctor. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so now that was done, because I totally forgot we didn't do that. This creature, you notice the different compartments of this radiation from it starts to glow and hum once more as it starts to send the energy down to its feet, and it pulsates around it as it actually, let me see here real quick. Okay, so everyone but Acelia will get hit by this.
Oh, no.
As I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw as this strange energy starts to pulse at your feet.
I don't trust any of my dice.
That's one way to do it quickly. Oh, I suppose I could have just done this. Oh, yeah, okay, that should have been easier to do. Anyway, I was dumb. I had a blonde movement. Okay, so Vera.
19.
Okay. Okay, you're fine. Mel.
23.
Okay, you're fine. Wheatley?
Sorry, a con save you said, or?
Yes. Actually, you know what? It's hovering. It would not be affected by this. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, it would not be affected. That's not because it's at your feet. Riley,
Muted.
you're muted. Hey. Nope, still muted.
19 on the dice for 21.
Okay. Jamar.
That is a 14 on the die for a 20.
Okay. You are fine. And Brockus.
15.
15. Okay, you're fine too. Okay. Y'all rolled very well. As you guys feel this weird pulse at your feet, and you almost feel this strange tingling feeling, uncomfortable, almost the best way to describe it is that it feels similar to when you guys were getting that poison from those strange creatures from before, just that unsettling feeling, but it seems to subside pretty quickly as nothing seems to happen. As Jamar, it is your turn.
Oh god, I want to do something dumb.
Do it.
for the sake of what we're doing, the only weapon I've seen it use is the one embedded in its chest, right?
Through its eye, actually.
Its eye.
Actually, no, that's not true. Yeah, it was the chest and the eye. My apologies. Chest and the eye.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do something dumb because I can.
Do it.
It's gonna take 2 tech points, and we are going to cast Sabotage at level 2. Picking off all the weapons I can see on it.
Oh. Target a ranged weapon you can see within range of sabotage. Okay. Which one are you aiming for? The eye or the chest?
Both.
Oh, you can
I'm
aim
casting at
both?
higher level.
Oh, yeah.
Both.
Okay. Yeah. Saving throw, where else the creature succeeds on the saving throw, it becomes aware that it has been targeted by the spell. Okay, so I need to do a oh no.
Yeah, int. It's an intelligence.
It's intelligence. Okay.
And your number to beat is a 16.
Well, it does not beat that. I can tell you that right now. It doesn't beat that.
And it can have disadvantage on those for the next attacks.
Okay. Just for the next attack?
The next attack made with each of those
Which
weapons,
weapons?
is at disadvantage.
You got it. All right.
Might not be able to throw damage, but I can be a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to
It
take
technically
my
hasn't
problem.
hit any of you guys yet.
I'm going to take my problem-causing ass over here.
Yep. As you move away, back up. Okay. Riley.
Okay, I have several questions. Since I'm, new character, who dis and all that.
Of
So
course.
I have expert biotic. So I cast something on the last round or used a power at level 2, and it says I would regain an expended power slot of a lower level. Now, since I haven't used any lower level power slots, do I still get that regain or not?
You do not.
Nope.
Okay,
Since you have
all
not
right.
used it yet.
Okay, and is that something that applies every time, or is that a one? It doesn't say in the description how often that applies.
Oh, I would have to double check that. I think it regains as many times as you have spells, or I think it's one per. I will look that up for you.
I think Fox may be on it already.
No,
Okay.
I'm just getting more dice for what I'm about to do.
Ooh, all right.
I like
Okay,
that answer.
So is it possible also within the Mass Effect rules for me to duck out to here, do something, and then duck back behind the rock?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And okay, all right. So I am going to pop out so that I can get a clean shot. Thank you for moving, Jamar. And I am going to cast Lance again, but this time we'll just do it at level 1. Which is what I
Okay.
should have done the first time in hindsight, but there you go. So that is an attack roll. Oh no, I miss again. I don't believe it. I roll so fabulous other times. Oh well, that's the way it is. All right.
Sorry.
So I'm with the nerves are getting to Riley, and she whiffs yet another attempt to try to effectively cast something at this behemoth, and she will use her bonus action to and a one barrier tick to put barrier up on herself as a bonus action to
Okay.
create a bionic barrier around myself. And then the rest of my movement is to duck back behind the rock and sulk.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else?
I think that's my movement, that's my action, my bonus action. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. Wheatley.
Wheatley's going to attempt to be useful.
Okay,
Actually, Wheatley should be. Did not.
yeah, right here. Oh no, it's biology
That's
split.
where
Never
Wheatley
mind.
meant to be.
Okay.
Yeah, Wheatley's just gonna go for a regular attack then, because he has nothing special to do. That is sadness. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, that
No.
does miss. Okay.
He's doing what Wheatley's do.
Does. Yeah. This creature is gonna go ahead and turn its attention to Raucous, as it's going to go ahead and use its slam attack, as it tries to make attacks against you. Where is that? There it is. Okay. First one. My dice are all over the place. I either roll really well or really bad. Okay. 23.
23 is gonna hit.
Okay.
This is the coming from the heavy weapon, the fists.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna
And that
activate
was
the
with
guardian.
disadvantage. Or no, sorry, that wasn't with disadvantage. Sorry.
I'm gonna activate the guardian gauntlet to reduce the damage it would deal to me to 0.
That was probably a really good call. Oh, that was a really good call. Okay. Okay. It's gonna hit you with its other fist, which has your daughter in it.
My daughter is not a melee weapon.
That's a nat 20.
You just nat 20, didn't you? Oh no.
I did. That was a nat 20.
Okay, so I need to reverse this. I can't use the guardian gauntlet because I have to make a saving throw. So the first one would hit me as well.
Oh no. Okay. Let me math real quick.
I swear to God, Brackus.
What? I'm standing in front of the giant thing so it doesn't hit anyone
Okay,
else.
so since it hit you, that's 33 points of damage. Boss battle, yay. Okay. And for that nat 20, did you want to do anything?
I don't think I can do anything.
You do still have one other use of your hollow bracelet because it has 2 uses per day.
That is true. Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good idea to use that bracelet.
Okay. Yeah, as it goes to swing, it does, you do that hologram once more as you move out of the way. So go ahead and reposition yourself at half movement. However, come on, dice. Come on. So, yeah, poor Zuna is going to take 15 more points of damage as she gets slammed into the ground. I also need that fire damage once more, Jamar, as it is the start of its turn, which I forgot to do.
Yeah, fine. That's another 3.
Okay. Zuna takes 3 more fire damage. Oh, no, wait, I think... No, that was just the first initial one. It doesn't... Now it's just centered on the creature. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay, it's fine. No, we're good. We're good. That does not hit Zuna anymore. Okay. Perfect. And it's gonna do one more attack against you, Raucous, as it's going to shoot a laser from its eye.
That is a disadvantage.
It is. Okay. I imagine a 13 does not hit you.
Nope.
Okay. We live. So we move on to Vera.
So Zuna is being gripped in one of its big hands. Yes?
Yes.
And proportionally, what we see on the map is like this thing's like actual size. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. We are going to attempt to help out Zuna here and pull off some Titanfall shit.
Okay.
We are gonna come sprinting out from behind our cover down this way to here, and when we get to there, Vera's gonna kind of raise her arm directed at this creature and shoot out a grappling hook with her justice ability. There's a big block of text there, but the only thing that matters
Jesus.
is I make a ranged attack roll, and if it hits, because of this creature's size, I get pulled towards where
You
the
get
grappling
yeeted
hook.
towards
Yeah, if it's a smaller creature, I can yeet them towards me, but if it's a bigger creature, I can yeet myself towards them.
That's
And the idea
amazing.
is to grapple onto its arm,
Okay.
so I can start attacking its hand to free Zuna.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see that ranged
Yeah.
attack.
And because it is an attack roll, it is my first attack of the round, and Brockus is right beside it, I get advantage.
Yep.
Which is real good, because one of those was a 1. The other one is going to be a 25 to hit.
It does hit.
Okay, so that will pull me in, and I was aiming like right basically at its forearm, so when I land on it, I have a clear shot at its wrist and hand, essentially.
Okay, yeah, so just to kind of make this easier, so technically she's actually closer at this point. And so, yeah, you're kind of shot, like, right here.
Yeah, and as it's
Real quick.
pulling me through the air, my Omniblade activates, so that when I
Perfect.
land onto it, I dig that blade into its wrist. And that
Okay.
is all part of that as well, because that gets bonus
Perfect.
damage on top of it. So what even is the Omniblade damage? Okay.
It's like a 1d6 or 1d something.
It is
What's
a
a basic Omniblade?
D8.
Yeah.
And then because this is part of Justice, I get an additional 4d6 on top of the damage roll.
Justice. Okay.
The d6s are great. The d8 is garbage.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, the d8 was a 1. That will still, however, be... Let's see... 9, 14... 6, that will be 20 slashing damage directed at the hand.
Okay. You notice as you slash it, much like your bullets, it seems to take. Unlike when you saw like the fire damage and whatnot. As you see this creature, obviously being a construct, it doesn't really react to pain when you slice it. However, because it has some machinery in it, you notice it kind of flinch as its arm flexes and it lets go of its grip on Zuna as Zuna does fall, thankfully a short distance, so not like something stupid crazy, to the ground as she is knocked prone on the floor now. Viren, you were able to get a nice look at her. She is not looking too hot right now.
That is unfortunate for her, but hopefully I am buying her some time that she can scramble away here. She's not unconscious, that's all that matters.
You do see her kind of moving but she's not unconscious. But yeah, she's definitely not looking great physically.
Well, let's see if we can mess up this thing's hand a little bit more. Because this is an advanced version called Brutal Justice, I can make
Oh my.
a regular attack as a bonus action. So I will go ahead and continue attacking this hand with my Omniblade.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 24 to hit.
It hits.
That's a little bit better on the D8. So that is going to be 12 slashing damage.
12. Okay. Yeah, as you are doing good work into its arm, as you notice that you are cutting nice and deep into it. Again, doesn't recoil in pain or anything like that, but you are doing some damage to it.
Well, let's keep it going. I've still got an extra attack.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So that is going to be, this is getting lower and lower though, a 23 to hit.
Beats it. Beats it.
Take it. And that is going to be 11 slashing damage.
11. Okay, perfect. Just like before, still a nice slash into that arm. As yeah, you're just kind of chopping it at its forearm at the moment. Did you want to do anything else as far as like movement or anything as you're holding on to this arm?
How does the arm look? Does it look like I'm slowly cutting my way through it, or that I'm hindering it in any way?
Slowly, yes, but it's quite a chonker. You are intelligent enough to know that you're gonna have to be here for a while, or do significant amount of damage to slice fully through. As you can see, those forearms, they are chonkers.
I think. Let me check real quick. I've got so many things on this sheet. I forgot how much soldiers can do. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I think all of you guys have like so much stuff you can put on your sheet.
Yeah, I could do more because I do have Adrenaline Rush, which is Action Surge.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to hold off. I think instead I'm going to use my movement to jump straight up, activating my jump jets to allow me to just hover in the air.
Okay.
Just so I'm not standing on it anymore.
Yeah. Does it have a certain, is taking half your,
Yeah, so I used, let's see.
does it say, you're jumping just trip
10.
up. Okay.
Yeah, so
jump then.
I used 10 meters of movement before I activated Justice, so I've only got 6 meters left. So I jump 6 meters up and then hover in that spot.
You are quite high in the air. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. We move on to Zuna, who is still conscious. Worse for wear. As she sees you and gives you a very weak smile as she goes, "Thank you, Vera." As she scurries to her feet and tries to get away, this creature reaching out to grab her once again. Ooh, as she is able to just kind of trip over its hand and make her way out of its reach. Let's see here, that was half movement. So she is kind of making her way back here to go towards that. But she is not happy. And with her father standing right there, she's gonna go ahead and try to do him proud as she, instead of using her action to dash, she is going to turn around and do an attack. Let's see here. As he's gonna go ahead going to take her father's advice, and she's going to throw her own lance at the centerpiece, as she does have a nice clear target of it where she is. Okay. Let's see here. As she just barely hits it. She's able to hit that. Was that 3d8? Where are my d8s? I lost my. Let's see. Oh, they're over here. Perfect. Yeah, he goes ahead and she does 12 damage to this creature. As she is kind of huffing and puffing in pain. You do see blood coming from her head and the marks from different parts of her body. She's definitely looking a little bit more purple than blue right now, as she is starting to bruise. As yeah, that is her turn. Brockus.
Rox is gonna look back, give her like a quick thumbs up. Where is the center plate facing right now? The quote unquote heart.
The center plate was going out to reach for her. So the direction it's looking right now is over here.
Perfect. So keeping within the range of this thing so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity, Brockus is going to position himself close enough to this thing.
Okay.
And just point up at the center plate with the shotgun.
Okay. I missed the shotgun. Is this your special shotgun or is this your regular shotgun?
This is my special shotgun.
Okay.
But I was told I'm not allowed to use the fire mode in these caves, so.
I mean, you're literally next to radiation right now, so.
Look, he's still.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, I could pump out 96 fire damage.
Oh my god, I am so sorry. It was top of round. I need another Constitution saving throw from everyone. With Brockus and
was it top of round?
With advantage. No, from before when we went top of round before. This was my B. So I forgot to do this at the top of round. I need Constitution saving throws from everyone. Advantage on Brockus and the Turians. Look, I have a lot of things laid before me. Sometimes I forget. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's what I was trying to figure out if we missed something.
No, it was. I forgot when it was the start of Jamar's turn. There was two things that were supposed to happen, and I
Gotcha.
forgot the second thing. So that's on me. So yeah, the Turians.
Vera got a 19. Celia got 17.
Okay, perfect. Brockus.
21.
Perfect. Mel.
16.
Okay, good. Riley.
18.
18. And Jamar.
21.
21. And Zuna is fine as well. Okay. You guys are good. You guys aren't feeling sick. I mean, Mel still is not, she's still nauseous, but she's not worse. Okay.
Not starting
perfect.
to gag. Got it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah. So apologies. Okay, so you do move now, Brockus.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going to take aim.
Yep. Let's see. Ooh. No, it has good constitution. Can I?
Yeah, its constitution's pretty gnarly.
Yeah. I know, but I have something that would be really cool if it went off, but I doubt it's going to no, I'm just gonna do my attacks.
Okay.
I was thinking of using the repulsor gauntlet to rip the center plate out, but not gonna work with something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, first shot with a shotgun. That is going to be a grand total of 26. Oh wait,
26 does hit.
no. Okay, well, I thought that was an 18. It's a natural 20, but I'll take the 26. I read it wrong.
Oh. Was it a nat 20 when you rolled?
It was a nat 20, but the way that the light looked at it, it looked like an 18.
Oh, yeah, if it's a nat 20, go for it. Yeah, double the dice.
Okay.
Take your nat 20.
Take the nat 20. I'm not gonna jip you on your nat 20 because the lighting was off. Take advantage of it.
That's gonna be 33 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then second shot.
So yeah, that does quite a bit of damage. Did you know more? You know more tears and rips and fractures happening around its, the center of its chest.
I don't think a 15 is gonna hit.
Unfortunately, it does not.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to activate my barrier.
Okay, perfect. As yeah, we move on to Celia.
If Celia were to move to this spot right here, would she have a clear view of the center plate?
From there, yes, she would actually.
Okay, good, because that is all her movement to get there.
Okay.
So she is going to rush over there and start blasting.
Okay.
Well, the first shot is going to be 23.
Meets it, beats it.
And she, because she's using her weapon of choice, she has the ability to add superiority die to stuff. So she's going to add a superiority die to the damage roll on this.
Very nice. Fighter
And it's
stuff. Yeah.
terrible.
Oh no.
It was a D6 and a D8, and she got a 2 on both of them. So that's going to be a total of 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And she's going to fire again with her
Okay.
other pistol in her other hand, which is also a heavy pistol, so it's still a weapon of choice. And that, I don't know. Nope, that's going to be 23 again. Meets it, beats it.
Okay. Yeah.
15 plus 7.
Dang. Okay.
And she's going to use another superiority die. Hopefully roll better on this one. Much better. That's going to be 17 piercing damage.
Oh, that's way better.
And
Okay. Yeah. To start to fracture a bit more.
because her weapon of choice has it's a pistol, she can fire it again as a bonus action, but treating it like a regular attack, so she can add all her modifiers to it.
Okay.
And that is going to be a nat 20.
Well, dang. How come you can't do this in other shows?
I don't know. This is more nat 20s than I've rolled in the last like year of our other shows. And she can
Yep.
choose to do this after the fact. She's going to add a superiority die on top of the damage again, so it's going to
Okay.
be double. Well,
Alrighty.
and that is some good damage for once. It's gonna be 22 piercing damage.
22. Okay.
And that is all she can do.
Okay. Yeah, you guys see a lot of, well, at least who's has a line of sight. Just those four. On the centerpiece, as it's got a lot of stress fractures around its chest piece. It's definitely looking pretty banged up, although you can still see the body is still somewhat intact, but it's taken a lot of damage in the chest. It's going to. It's actually very angry that that happened. That it's actually going to turn a little bit more towards you guys. Vera, you're technically hovering, so you won't get hit by this. But Brockus, Acelia, and Zuna, it's going to use its legendary action to do its laser once more. As I'm going to need some dex saving throws from you three. as this is the one from its chest. What did Acelia get?
26.
26. Oh, nice. Okay. And Brockus.
I got a 12.
You unfortunately know.
And I have
And,
advantage on this because I could see it coming.
Oh no. Zuna got a 17, so Zuna is actually okay. So Brockus, you will be getting this. Although let's be honest, you were probably the most. You and Acelia might have been the most appropriate to get this. So. Let me see. Is there any other effect from this? Let me double check. No, okay.
I'm trying to see if there was something I have with my bear. Oh, I have something.
Your barrier was active. Your barrier, you use a tick to reduce the incoming damage.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't know. Like I was looking at barrier detonation, but that's bonus action, not a reaction.
Yeah.
You take 36 points of damage as
And-
this laser comes at you.
Oh.
Each tick of a barrier takes how
A
much damage
D8.
off? A D8 off.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I have because I'm level 8. This level 7 ability, I can choose to use as many barrier ticks as I wish
Okay.
to reduce the damage. So we are going to go ahead and use 3 barrier. Let's make it 4 barrier ticks.
Okay. Let's
Or-
see it.
All right. So I get to reduce this by 4d8.
Yes.
All right. So by 13.
Okay. Quick. The math person. You, Gilatam. 36 minus 13.
23.
23.
Yeah, 23.
So much pressure.
Thank you, hon.
That's what I'm here for. Y'all would have gotten there without me, though.
And I'm glad it was you guys. You won't have to make that as a radiation. So yeah, you're fine actually. Okay, perfect. As we move on to Mel.
Mel is going to pop back up over the top of this thing, kind of muttering, fuck, and bring out her repair drone, which I want to say was Artemis, but Artemis might have been the attack drone. It's the one with the kissy face. I remember that.
Oh, the Healy drone.
Yep. And it's going to
Hermes?
fly.
Hermes?
It might be Hermes. I don't know.
Go look at her sheet real quick.
I didn't see it in her sheet, but maybe you can find it.
Actually, you know what? It might not be. I'll find it real quick. Let's see here.
I know it has the kissy face.
Yes, I do remember that too. It is kissy face. Okay, and what is it doing?
It's going to fly over to Acelia and just go and go ahead and cast first aid on her.
Is Acelia taking damage?
Not Acelia,
Zuna.
Zuna,
Oh,
thank
Zuna. Okay.
you. Names.
I was gonna say, wait, has Acelia even taken damage?
Acelia just got stuck in my head because she was sitting there throwing out damage like crazy last turn.
That is fair.
Ooh, I actually rolled high, so that's going to be 7 points of healing to Azuna.
Perfect.
And then Mel's going to say, she's going to use her squad leader ability as her bonus action and be like, come on guys, we've fought bigger things than, worse things than this. It's just a big lug. Which allows any allies within earshot to roll a hit die and regain it as many hit points. Also allows you guys to recover from conditions such as charms, frightened, incapacitated, paralyzed, poisoned, prone, restrained, and stunned. I don't know if any of you guys have conditions on you, but there you go.
Well, Zuna's not restrained anymore, at least, so, you know. But she will
Nice.
always take
Everyone gets a hit die.
Thank you for the 10 HP.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Like every little bit counts, right?
Yep. Yep.
Then we're gonna duck back down. Back
Okay.
behind this little berry thing that's been given to us.
You got it. All right.
Look, I'm trying not to kill Mel. That's my goal.
That's fair. That's yeah. Okay. So with this, I'm gonna remember now. You guys all feel that same pulsing sensation. Let me make sure because I think everyone's in that radius now, especially now that Cecilia has moved. Yep. Everyone's in range. As I need Constitution. Oh, I need 2 Constitution saving throws from everyone. We'll do the first set. This is just a basic Constitution saving throw. No advantage or disadvantages, except for those that have exhaustion. Cough, cough.
Is this the ground one?
It is. Oh, so you're not affected. Never mind.
Yeah.
You good. Yeah, you up in
You
the
said-
air, girl.
Constitution. check.
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So. Okay.
Anyone hovering, Wheatley and Vera do not need to make these rolls. What did Acelia get, though?
Celia got a 12.
No, that's a fail. Okay. Mel.
Got 19 for this first one.
Okay, perfect. Jamar.
That is a 23.
Okay. Brockus.
14.
That's a fail. Okay. Riley.
21.
Okay, so only Brockus and Celia are actually affected by this, as the repeated pulse in the floor just kind of makes you feel nauseated, but not in a sick way, almost like your head is spinning, as you guys can't exactly see too well. Everything's kind of dizzy, as both of you will have disadvantage on all your attacks. However, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. I knew there was an addendum there, so yeah. So you both have a disadvantage on all of your attacks. That includes your tech attacks, biotics, everything. And you can try to make that save again at the end of your turn. Okay? And then I need one more Constitution saving throw, as that radiation sickness is still there. Again, the Turians and Brockus with advantage.
I'm happy that I'm rolling well for these.
Yeah.
I could take a little migraine. Let's not get radiation poisoning.
Yeah. Oh. I don't like how you laughed like that. Okay, the Turians.
Dirty 20 from Celia and a 24 from Vera.
You are fine. The Krogan.
22.
All right. The humans.
Do I
Mel.
have to?
Wait, what was that, Mel?
Do I have to?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yes.
It was a natural one.
Oh!
I thought you were
Six.
trying not to kill Mel.
I
That
am
tracks
trying not
for
to
Mel.
kill now.
That tracks for Mel, though.
Yeah.
It does.
this
It
is
really
true.
does.
This is true.
Because it's a natural
It's in the
one,
script.
You take 2 more points of exhaustion. You are now level 3.
I felt like that was going to be the case.
If you didn't nat 1,
And you know what? This is still manageable. It's
How
not
many
like I moved around a
exhaustion
lot.
is it?
I'm at
death?
3
5 or
total.
6?
Yeah.
6.
I think it's once you get 6, you die. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it's 6.
Yeah, 6 you
Riley.
dead.
Another 19 on the die for 21.
Okay. And Jamar.
That is a 19.
Okay. Poor Mel. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. That's it. It's top of turn, Jamar.
Okay. Well. Shit. That's +7. I can make an attempt. Sure, let's go for it. Would I be able to see the core from there?
Technically, yes, but with disadvantage, as you are kind of seeing it at its side profile from right there.
Okay, well, that's as far as I can get one way or another, so I'm dealing.
Okay. No problem.
In which case, I'm not going to aim for the core, I'm just aiming for it. Yeah. And this is a, what, +7? Yeah, okay. That is a nat 20.
Oh my, so many nat 20s this session. Nice, nice. Nice.
Hey. Alright, so that's 4d6 plus 4. That's not bad. That is a 17 piercing damage from the M9.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And with that, Wheatley is going to take a reaction shot using his action.
Ooh, okay.
And that is a 23 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
That is a D10. Oh, that's max damage. 10 on the dice, plus 5, so 15 radiant.
15 radiant. Okay. As Wheatley does hit it, you notice that it doesn't do as much damage as you would like it to.
Yeah, well, it
Hits it.
really doesn't get an option, so...
Well, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, you can upgrade the guns. You're an engineer. Why wouldn't you?
What I heard is put a minigun on Wheatley.
2 miniguns. You got to balance them out.
You're an engineer. You are perfectly free to do that if you so wish.
Now I'm just
Attention,
picturing, because the force that a minigun would have behind its shots, it's basically like turning on a fire hose but not having anyone hold it and stabilize it.
Oh god,
So it's just flying
going
all over
crazy.
the place.
Look, at that point, he's a perfect room clearing tool.
It's
You
true.
You just frisbee him inside to take cover and let him just start, blasting around.
Yeah, no kidding.
I do it.
Literal death Roomba.
Oh god.
Oh god, yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Perfect. As we move on to Riley.
Well, Riley is nothing if not persistent. So once again, she is going to pop out and use the lance power, this time at the 2nd level, against the creature. And
Okay.
hope that maybe one of her good rolls will be here.
I believe.
Ooh! Yes. You believe?
I believe in you.
Okay.
Maybe
All
you can
right. So
finally hit
that's a
something.
16 on the. Oh no. 16 on the dice and 6, so that's only 22. So that's not gonna hit.
Unfortunately, it does not quite make it. But you feel
have
you
a
got
milker.
you got the close, just unfortunately not quite on the mark.
Yeah, so she will just slump down back behind the rock again and sigh.
Hold on, one sec. I might have something I can help you. I would say you're a friendly creature, right? We're friendly with each other.
You know, that is questionable.
That's questionable, but
Do you realistically
An
see her as a
ally.
friendly creature right now as an ally? That is a character choice, to be completely honest.
That is a fair point, because this ability that I have specifically says friendly creature. It doesn't say an ally. It says friendly creature. You know, that's fair. Yeah, I don't think we're friends yet. Sorry.
That's fair. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Riley?
just quietly smack my head on the rock a bit.
Get a
That's about it.
sympathetic look from Mel, who can't hit anything either.
Mel's not doing so good right now. She doesn't feel
No.
so good, Mr. Stark.
Not quite there yet.
Wheatley, did that ability procs its turn ahead of time? Is that what happens? Or
No.
does it still get a turn?
He just gets a free attack courtesy of it.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
Yeah, but I have to make an actual. I have to take the attack action to do it. That's the catch to it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can I just interject quickly? Because I cast at level 2 that time, and I do have that expert biotic, I would now regain the level 1 spell slot I used previously, correct?
Correct.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Sadly,
I will have
Wheatley's
to look.
attack.
Sorry, go ahead.
Wheatley's attack number 2 sucks. So moving on.
It says at the level I'm at, this whole thing is trivial, so if I'm upcasting, it restores a lower level.
I will
I
check
did do
their
a little.
Discord to see how many times you can do that. 'Cause I feel like it's
Yeah.
really- Otherwise, if you just
I
completely just
looked
get
at the
slopped
N7
back.
world thing, and it didn't seem
It does
to
not.
limit there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably talk to them on Discord and ask them questions on that, because if there's no limit, I feel like I should put limit, because that just feels broken.
Well, I mean, I guess it's
Well,
limited
no,
to
it
your
wouldn't
higher
be
level
broken.
slots, right?
Yeah, I've
that's
only
true.
got so many high level spell slots, so I can't do it that much.
That's true. Never mind. Okay, we're good.
It sort of has a limit.
It does have a limit. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. So Wheatley is gonna do anything else?
Cry sad robot tears, and that's about it.
So many of our characters are just crying in the corners.
Yeah, pretty much. Give me just a second, guys. Just give me like a quick 1 minute. My headset's dying and I just need to swap them real quick, so give me just 1 second. Contemplate your life choices.
I don't
All
want
the
to.
time.
I have been the entire time.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No, no regrets. I'll get my revenge next week.
I swear to God, Mel needs some plot armor right now. Because apparently I'm not a good choice of person to roll for her.
There
No,
should be
no,
a-
no. Mel's
should
rules
be a-
have tracked.
There should be a rule that the characters can't die if they're being controlled by someone else.
Yes. It's like, oh great, Kiara, you want to come back? Well, we killed Mel.
Just gotta make your saves against those
I got not
initiative
that one
20
again.
things, because
Throw the body in
otherwise
a
you've got
cryopod.
full cover there.
No, we're just going to throw the body in a cryopod. We'll deal with this later.
Me over here going, thank God I have full cover, I can hide from everything. I'm still within range. I think I moved like 10 feet up and out of range after it, though.
I think so, yeah, because Acelia was one space up, and she wasn't being hit by that thing that went 30 feet out.
Yeah, I might just have to crawl that way.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Thank God for backup headset. Okay. Perfect. I don't know why, if it's the headset or what, but the music is really high right here, right now. Okay. Perfect. As yeah, it is this creature's turn. So please, Jamar, if you don't mind, the fire damage.
Another 4 fire damage.
Another 4, okay. Okay, perfect. So let's see here. Got a couple of choices here. Actually, oh no, you're 6 meters in the air, huh?
Yep.
You're still within its range. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and try to make one attack on you and the other on Brockus. So the first one, that is a 19.
That will hit.
Okay. Oh my god, dice, please. That's 23 points of damage.
And was this from its fist or its eye?
It's fist.
Okay, so that melee damage goes through shields, right? If I remember
It
correctly.
does. Yes, it does. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember, the laser technically is not melee damage. Okay, perfect. And then the other one to Brockus.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That is actually a bit higher. That's 24 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
That little wrist shield that I've got ain't gonna stop that.
No. God, okay. These dice are out for blood. That is 24.
24. All right, I'm gonna use the last barrier tick to drop some of that damage.
Okay.
Woo! A whole 2 freaking damage.
Ooh.
I'll take 22.
22. And it will shoot a laser. Which is the question? Because you've both been doing damage to it.
We've both
Yeah.
been annoying it.
You've both been annoying it. Yeah, it's, you know what? I'm gonna flip for it. I'm gonna be fair and flip for it, because it could go either way, literally. Brockus, you're the lucky one.
I will accept this.
As, this laser is with disadvantage, as it has not used it since, Jamar has done its thingamabob. It's still pretty decent, though. That is 21.
Yep.
Hey. That is 30 more points of damage coming
All
your
right.
way. Okay. You know what? Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay. Vera.
Well, at the start of my turn, my jump jets begin to safely lower me to the ground. However, about halfway down, when I'm like kind of eye level with its center plate area, I'm going to use my ult and scream Justice Reigns from above as a flurry of rockets come firing out of my suit at this thing.
Freaking pheromones.
Okay, Pheromane. Jesus Christ. No one
So
likes you.
Use that's how you know you're playing them right. use my bonus action to activate my Hawk missile launcher, which doesn't require an attack roll. It just automatically hits.
Oh, magic missile. All right.
Yep. And it is going to deal 6d6 lightning damage to its center
Okay.
area.
Ooh, lightning damage. That's a new one. Let's see.
People.
Okay.
That will be 22 lightning damage.
Okay. So you see it do some damage, but it doesn't do as much as you thought it would, especially to a construct.
Damn robots.
Damn robot.
Now, before I actually put my feet back on the ground, the center area on it, is it like a cavity that we can like see its power source / heart in the center of, or is it like is it closed off in some way? Like,
So
would
you
we
do
be able to
see-
reach into it type of thing, or does it have a hatch blocking it?
It does have what looks like a clear shield blocking it. However, you can see the inside as it is transparent or translucent. But you've noticed there's been significant amount of damage to it that if you use just enough force, you probably could easily just like slam your fist through it.
Okay. Well, this thing is being troublesome, so we're gonna try and do exactly that.
Okay.
Before our feet even touch the ground, we are going to use our Justice grappling hook again. This time
Oh my.
aiming for its chest, so I get reeled like right into its chest and slam that Omniblade into the center there. Assuming my
Okay.
attack roll hits.
Okay.
And that should, unless it's got some new tricks up its sleeve, with a 25 to hit.
It does hit.
So that reels me right into its chest, and I plunge that Omniblade into it. And that is going to deal. That is a lot of high numbers.
We need that right now, Vera. We need that.
That is going to be 32 slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh,
Right.
That is the exact amount of HP it had left.
I think we're gonna do this with a little bit of style here. So we attach that grappling hook, reel ourselves in, use the Omniblade to punch through that clear shield door on its center heart. And as my hand is like in its heart cavity, open my palm and drop a grenade. And then push myself off of this thing, backflipping through the air, landing right beside Raucus.
All right, there, Rico.
You know what? Because it's the finishing blow, I'll allow it.
I mean,
Without a
if you
check.
really want, I can use action surge and then makeshift grenades to create a grenade that I then drop
No,
into
I meant
it.
the flourish at the end there. Instead of making you do like a performance, like, how well do you land?
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're a turkey and you're agile. Yeah, okay, yeah. So as you go ahead and just slam that grenade in the chest, you notice that how weak that that shield was on its piece, that you were very easily able to just punch your way through it. You do notice that what little you can see, because again, it's glowing radiation, it's hard to see directly into it, but your fist goes in a little bit into it as you notice that it's deep before dropping the grenade and bouncing off. And as you do, you see the light just get brighter and brighter from the inside as the chest just explodes. And the moment it explodes, you notice the different parts of radiation throughout its body start to flicker and glow brighter and brighter until it's almost a white, blinding light as this creature explodes. As it self-destructs I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Does my
As-
shield thingy help me?
I was gonna say, is Mel okay? Because she's behind full cover.
Technically, yes.
Thank God.
You said dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Would my
Um,
danger sense kick in since I can see it exploding?
I'd say so, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna need all the help I can get with this one.
Does Riley also have full cover?
You do.
Okay.
Okay, so, just because I'm concerned for her safety, Zuna, look over to her as we see this thing starting to self-destruct, and I'm just gonna yell at her to take cover, using my leadership ability to allow her to add a D4 to her saving throw.
Oh, nice. Okay. D4. Perfect. Okay. We'll go down the line. Vera.
Acelia got a 26 and Vera got a 22.
Okay. The humans are actually okay. Brockus.
My thought.
13.
13, that is a fail. Okay.
Yeah.
Mel's
Brockus
thought
can't
got a
do-
natural one.
Brockus can't do a backflip.
It's just a turtle effect. You try to do the backflip,
Yeah.
it's stuck on your hump.
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
ask space turtles do backflips. It just doesn't work.
Jamar. Jamar is muted.
That's
There
a
you go.
dex save, you said?
Yes.
That is a 22 for me,
And we
and 11 for Wheatley.
that is a fail.
We can rebuild him.
Zuna, let's see here. Oh my god, that D4 saved her ass. Oh my god. Okay, so Brockus and Wheatley will take the full brunt while everyone else will take half damage. I don't have enough dice for this, so I'm gonna have to roll twice.
See, I don't like hearing that.
I'm sorry. These dice are evil. Okay. Oh.
Swear to God, Zoro, they're trying to kill us.
I know. Second. I have to math. And my brain just
What?
shut down as a defense
Don't I
mechanism.
have that ability?
Numbers?
Okay, hold on. I gotta roll again. Get back here. Okay. Okay. Brockus
Yeah.
and Wheatley. You take 58 points of explosive damage.
I'm so happy I'm not at negative half. I'm at negative 40.
While everyone else takes 29. Which unfortunately Zuna is down.
Once we're out of initiative, are we dropping out of initiative?
Almost.
Okay.
As those of you who are conscious needs to make one more Constitution saving throw, the Turians with advantage, as Brickus is unconscious.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Okay. How did the Turians do?
Celia con save, you said, right?
Yes.
Celia got a 22, and Vera got a 24.
Okay. Jamar.
Nat 20 for me for a total
Damn.
of 26. And Wheatley's got a 12.
Wheatley's not affected by this because he doesn't radiation. He don't care.
Okay.
Let's do Riley.
Are you avoiding me?
Riley
Little
finally
bit.
got a low number, so she's got a 7, but I do have a barrier up, so I can.
Well,
mitigate
this
some
doesn't
of
affect
this.
barriers because this is just natural radiation happening. So
Oh,
you take
so-
1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
And Mel.
Well, I thought I rolled good, and then really remembered that I have disadvantage.
Oh no.
So that's an 11.
That is another point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Are you at 4 now?
Yep.
You know what? Let's be honest. This probably would have been Mel IRL. Like if
Yeah.
Kiara was here, that probably
Yeah.
is on par. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
it really
here.
is.
It's just
This
in
is
the
not
script.
Gillitam's fault. this is canon.
Oh, real quick, how much was the full damage from that explosion?
58.
Okay, yeah, my hex shield is obliterated from that. But at least it
Oh,
sort of saved Mel in the process.
It really did.
that is true. Oh, does that mean Mel takes a little bit of damage because of the remaining damage? Is that how that works?
I don't
Oh.
think so. I think all the damage happens to the hex shield, and then once the hex shield is gone, any attacks that follow aren't blocked by it.
Oh, okay. I mean, either way, she would have only taken damage. That's
Yeah,
not
it,
terrible,
it,
but
it would be it'd be like if Brockus was standing in front of her and was the shield, and he took that damage.
that is true. Yep. Okay. And with that, you all notice the scattered pieces of this creature kind of strewn about throughout this room. You see the once glowing runes fade and become null as the radiation pieces itself are still active. As strangely enough, they did not shatter. They seem to have been released from the body itself as they were just embedded into it. The only thing that was fully destroyed was the body itself. As you do see 4 pieces of these radiated pieces on the floor. 2 of them are decent size, while the other 2 are quite large. Even bigger than some of you. But for now, there seems to be a small calm. But Riley, when you look next to you, you notice something strange, as it looks like it's a small piece to the creature's armor. You don't see any runes or anything on it until you pick it up and turn it over. And then notice it almost fits like a bracer on your arm. And it has a very faint glowing rune on the bottom of it. As you found a very unique piece of armor where the radiation is so low that it does not affect you. With this bracer, if you so choose, you use it on an opponent and it will automatically deplete 5 shields using a bonus action for 1 round and add them to your own. This can exceed your max shields. You can do this as many times equal to your proficiency per day.
Can you drop all of that into chat?
I can, as I like to reward people that roll 100s on their rolls, as that is a rarity, as that is your special item that you will hopefully recover and take.
Oh,
Thank
absolutely.
you. And I will go ahead and drop that for you.
Thank you.
For now, everything seems calm and quiet. The radiation is still very prominent here. Some of you feel very sick, while others more worse for wear. However, as you all turn and look at your companions, you do notice a father and daughter laying unconscious, bleeding out on the floor. As we're going to end tonight's session. Where Brockus, I'm going to need some death saving throws off screen from you.
Off screen?
Off screen.
I
Because this
wouldn't.
will determine how the start of our next game will happen.
I wouldn't have time to apply Metagel to him.
No.
All right.
Because
Stupid
of how much
radiation.
damage he took.
Yeah, he got cooked. He face tanked a nuclear reactor exploding.
What about Zuna? I'm somewhat close to her. Can I apply a Medigel to her or no?
You will have to wait and see next time.
Okay.
As this is where we're going to end. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining this crazy. Now you know why I needed at least a good chunk of you guys here. I'm just like, I'm not dumbing this down. Feels like I need a good boss fight.
How many is it to succeed? 3?
It is 3. There's a reason to my madness. But unfortunately, we will have to find out in a couple of weeks, as we did have to flip-flop a couple of games. So tonight was originally supposed to be Tricorn. That will be next week, as I will actually be flying and be out of town, so I will not be available, sadly. But I think when I land, I actually might be able to make, if not be just a little late, to the actual session. But I'll keep in touch with that. I don't know. There's a chance I actually can still show up at least. But yes, this is not the only show we have on this channel, as we have several actually, and it is still growing. As we have, I don't think they haven't changed. Hey, look at that. As we have Destiny Forge, our longest running campaign, has moved to a new day, I think for the first time in years, literal years. As it is now every single Monday, with our Tuesday, every other Tuesday is going to be our new Star Wars 5e game, Tales of the Outer Rim. Then we have our 2 alternating games on Thursday with Mass Effect Horizons, and then the other game, Tricorn, which again is going to be next week. I know it will throw a little bit off on people. And then Saturday, we have our alternating games of Withered Wastes and Wayward Wanderers. And I believe this weekend is technically Withered Wastes. Wait, is it Withered? No, it's Wayward
No.
Wanderers.
No, it's
Wayward
Withered
Wanderers.
Wastes.
It is Withered Wastes.
Yeah.
No, that was last week, wasn't it?
It's Wayward Wanderers.
I thought last week
Yeah.
was Wayward Wanderers.
No, it was
We
Withered
don't
Waste.
know.
Oh,
No,
that's
no, no,
right.
no.
because
Waste.
we
Nope. I have it on my
last
calendar.
week.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
I have my
Get
calendar.
me
open. This
really
is why I wrote it on my
concerned there.
calendar.
I go by our video listing, not by what we actually played last. So when we skip a session, it messes up my schedule.
This is why I have it on my phone, and sure enough, it is what we like to call Wawa, Wayward Wanderers, run by Azrin for Pathfinder Extinction Curse this Saturday. Yay, reminders on phones. But also, something fun and interesting this Saturday, as I will need to properly make the announcement, which sucks because I didn't realize it's Thursday. That is my B. As we are having our Halloween one-shot that is
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be rad. Yeah, that's going to
forgot.
be rad.
I'm in that.
You kind of are.
Did you
kind of
you
are.
sent me your stuff, right?
I did.
No, Gilly.
Don't know.
Let me
What do you need
check.
from me?
She wasn't on your list when you said it earlier today. I
No.
don't think.
Yeah, Gilly, I still need your character information.
Yeah. I will get on
As,
that.
I will throw up that announcement actually right after this in our Discord and on our Twitter, as this Halloween one shot is Mystery at Matterson Manor, with a murder mystery whodunit kind of vibe. Again, run by Rojan. It will be at 7:30 Pacific time this Saturday, October 21st. So keep an eye out, but if you miss it, don't worry. Just like everything else with our videos and shows, we will go ahead and post it on our YouTube so you can go back and enjoy it over and over forever and ever. So yeah, we will see you guys this Saturday for Wayward Wanderers, and then later that evening for Mystery at Masterson Manor. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
I'm